yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Backstage with Al and Jay. Are you ready?
You what?
And now, your host, Al Silva.
Who? Hello, everyone. This is totally the first time that we're going live tonight. We were not live before this, and if you saw something, you saw nothing. This is the very first Getting Ready Backstage with Al and Jay live show for Tuesday, September 9th. Very nice. I don't know what technical difficulties we had before, because they didn't exist, but you know who we do have? Jason. Jason's in the building. Welcome, Jason. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. Ready to go.
Fantastic. We got a very packed show for you guys. And I know I say that every week, but I'm like dead serious. It's really packed. There's too much to go through because I skipped last week. You guys should add my other channel, Epic D Guy, and the Al Silva. Add every channel that has my picture on it. Because if I can't stream on one, I'm streaming on another and streaming on another. We're going to show Jason tonight the song we made. Because we made a song that was the whole stream was I'm creating a song from scratch. So we created a song. I let everybody give their input. The only thing I don't have is vocals yet. That's supposed to be part 3, working on making the lyrics and doing the vocals and stuff like that. So we'll show Jason that tonight. We'll show you people that tonight because I guarantee you didn't see it because you're not subscribed to the Epic D Guy. Very packed show. Let's just get right into it. We're going to start with the pregame and start off
for the
strong.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it!
Ooh, yeah. All right. So this is what it's going to be. I got to get the timer out, okay? Because you know how that be. We're going to say the conclusion to the saga of I was dating somebody that catfished me and turns out was probably an AI person and may have not been real this entire time. Let me get the timer before I do anything because you know I'll yap. And we need that timer. It's absolutely critical. It keeps us on board. Where did I put? Oh, it's clock. You would think it'd be called timer. All right, we're hitting the timer and go. Speed run. All right, so Jason, check this out. We remember in the other parts, up until this point, I'm having all these great conversations with this girl, and she's sending me photos, and she's sending me videos. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'll show you guys some of the photos, some of the videos that she sent me. And so check this out. I want to show you people this. So this is her. Her name was Anne, okay? And I'm thinking, oh, you know me. Let me get an Asian. You know what I mean? I'm like, heck yeah, I've always wanted an Asian girl my whole life. I mean, my whole life I said, wow. She said she was in Detroit. She loves to travel, discovering new foods, places, cultures. Wow, wow, wow. I said, this is fantastic, okay? And then so I start talking and she sends me photos. And like every morning, like because Singapore is in a 12-hour difference. So I'm like, my morning is her night. My night is her morning. So like it was just, it was a good part to like talk to when I woke up and when she went to bed. It was just awesome. So then she said, look at all these photos. And I'm thinking, I got it. This is fantastic. I am the happiest man in the entire world. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm winning. I'm just absolutely winning. Winning nonstop, right? She even sends me this. Look at this. How can you fake that? Look at this. It's a video thingy, right? It's it almost seems like a GIF, right? But then she sent me this and I was like, oh, I didn't know you wear glasses. I love glasses on women. I think it's just such an awesome thing. I think every girl should wear glasses, even if they're fake. And I said, can you take another picture, but with the glasses on your face? You know what I mean? Like, let me see those things. So she takes another picture with the glasses on her face. Look, same outfit, everything, glasses on her face. So I'm like, oh, this girl has to be real. There's just no way. There's too much evidence. You know what I mean? She even sent me this. Look at this. Oh, she's like, oh, good morning. I just woke up.
I'm so sorry about my face.
See? Talking. She just woke up. Oh, I'm sleeping. I'm about to whisper because I just woke up. Okay. I said, wow. I mean, this is wonderful. And you can tell you're thinking like, wow, that's like, but that's filters, makeup. You know what you women do. You know? So it's like, it's that. I'm like, yeah, that's the same person. That's the same person. And then this was the day where I told you she would like went out with her friend, right? And this is where I started getting a little sus. So she sends me this and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Sends me this one. I'm like, oh, that looks that looks good, but it's just like there's something off about the photos. She sends me this picture from when she went to get the dinner, and I said, hang on. That photo looks a little too good. Just a little too good. The angle.
The one?
This one was the first one where I got the inklings, where I said, ooh, I'm not sure. I searched it. I didn't find this exact photo, but I found this exact plate of spaghetti with the exact plate, the exact fork, everything. That portion of the photo, I found that online at some restaurant review site or something like that. So I was like, I don't know, right? And then, so she sends me more photos, and then eventually she gets to this one, right? Sends me this, oh, I'm having my breakfast. And I said, no. Absolutely not. I look at this photo, I say, no, no, no. I look at that and I go, this is definitely somebody else's photo. I do the reverse search. This comes back. This is from a definite other Instagram thing. She stole this. So I said, oh, no way. So then I started copying, pasting all her words that she would tell me into AI generate. Like, it was this AI generated. It was like, yeah. So then after that, I was like, this is fake, right? So then I remember telling you guys in part 2 that I was like, all right, now I'm going to be like, I'm just going to play a part. So I'm like, you got to call me daddy, and I'm the dominant now, and you need to submit to me, and like that whole thing, right? And she's going with it. And then we get to the point where she's like, all right, I'm going to move to America, and you're going to be able to take care of me and everything, right? You can take care of me and everything. I was like, well, I can't take care of you because of, money. I can take care of you in every other way, emotionally and spiritually, all that stuff, but not monetarily. And she's like, well, babe, why don't you do the thing I do with the stock trading for passive income? And I said, oh, damn.
Right.
There it was. You remember? It's like, I was thinking this whole time, like, how long until
it's selling me something.
How long until the grab, right? I'm like, how long? We were talking for almost 3 weeks. 3 weeks, guys. This is insane. So then when she sent me that, I was like, oh, babe, I don't have any money. I can't do it. And she's like, well, it wouldn't take much, babe. How much do you got? And I sent her a picture of my bank accounts with $0. And I said, literally, I have nothing. Babe, how about you can you lend me a little bit of money? Can you lend me a little bit of money to get started? And she was like, you don't have any money? I was like, no, I'm absolutely broke. But if you just give me a small loan, I mean, just a real small loan, not much.
Cliffhangers, man.
No, she ghosted me. That's it. The story's over. After that, it was a ghost. That's done. I said, damn, it took 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks to get to this point. This is crazy. You fall in love. You saw those photos. She was gorgeous.
Would have ghosted you for that too, though. That doesn't.
Look at this. I'm in love.
Yep, I'm saying though, what if you missed? Like, what if she was real?
And she wouldn't loan the love of her life a small sum?
3 weeks, Al?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's done. She's gone. All right. Next thing. Next thing. There's your conclusion, people. I got ghosted again. Starting from level 1. All right. So that's the finale. Oh, I forgot to say. We got to do this at every show. We're not used to having sponsors, people. We're such a low quality show. It's not even funny. This episode is brought to you by Merlins Munchies Coffee. Go to Merlins. Don't sign up for whatever they give you. Do not sign up. Only use our link. Don't look at their links. Use our links. A link in the description below. It'll be our affiliate link. Buy coffee. They got great coffee. All sorts of cool stuff. I'm sure it tastes fantastic. I haven't personally tried it, but look at the reviews. 5 stars
on almost every single one.
Every one. It has to be the best coffee ever.
But you would think like, oh no, that's just them sampling their own product, and then, well, I tried it, so here's a review. But no, it's 3, 9, 7, 12.
These are real reviews. Can I click on one and just give you a review? 5 stars. Best coffee I've ever had. Don't you want to say that? Don't you want to drink a cup of coffee and go, that was the best cup of coffee I've ever had?
What's crazy is when you're doing a plug for somebody and then you're like, dang, they really are good.
They're good. Look at this. I haven't even opened it yet, but this is the second time I ordered hazelnut hippies. The first time was so tasty, I wanted to order it again. Wow, 5 stars. Nice, soothing flavor. I could drink a whole pot in one sitting. Don't you guys want to say those same things? Use the link in our description below to order your coffee today. Thank you, Merlins Munchies, for sponsoring the show. And now we're moving on. All right, Al went camping. I'm not going to give you the whole camping story, but I will set a timer just in case I go over, because you know that's just how it is. Because there's too many stories to tell. I'm just going to show you guys like the photos, and we're going to power through this. Okay, 5 minutes and go. All right, so I have a bunch of photos I took from the camping trip 2025. Let's start here. Oh, these are my kids. That's Elliot. They were swimming. We're going. It's by Lake Michigan. It's at the tip top of so everybody knows you can do Michigan as a hand, right? So we are right at the top of the Lower Peninsula. So right before Mackinac on the Upper Peninsula. It's me and my kids, Emmett and Elliot. We're swimming. That's great. There's Grandpa jumping in the water. He was saying the whole time, he's like, we got to go in the water. Last year, he didn't go in the water. He just got his toes in the water. He was so upset. And he's like, this year, I'm getting in the water, right? And it was colder this year than it was last year. And so he was like, man, I don't know. But then all the kids jumped in. And then he was like, he felt encouraged after. He's like, man, now the kids are in. We got to jump in. So after Grandpa jumped in, I jumped in too, even though I was like, this is just too cold. And my kids have never been that far north, so it's just an awesome. They went camping with me a couple times, but this is like the farthest and the longest we've been. Usually we only go for a night, but this time I had the extra day off, so we went for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday until we left Sunday night. Went to the beach. We're doing cooking. They loved hot dogs so much. It was like all day they were eating hot dogs like beef sticks, bro. They're just like, Grandpa, you got more hot dogs? And they would just get hot dogs, go over the fire, cook them up, and just eat them without the bun.
That's the convenient.
Constant food. We had the fire going like the whole time. Like we never stopped having the fire, because what we would do is overnight we'd put these big tree stumps, like I think they were using them for chairs, and we were taking them out of the forest that was next to this place and using. So this is like right next to our campground. You can go inside the forest. The kids were having so much fun exploring, because it's honestly this big festival grounds, and inside the forest there's all these stages, and so it's just a wonderful time. This is one of Cheryl's kids. That's her son. And there's Grandpa. There's the tent I bought. I bought this big old tent. It's a 10-person tent. It's 15 by 10, so it's as long as this living room, as wide as this living room, but obviously it's not as tall because it's not a cube, it's not a square, but it was gigantic. It fit like the queen size you gave me and 2 twins plus room. I was like, this is amazing. I'm gonna love this all the time. And then this is the picture that I got. I think I put the edited one here. So this is with my fisheye lens of the night sky where we were, and obviously that's a little more colorful than you'd see with your naked eye, because your camera can like open it. My camera can do 30 seconds max. Like it's like blink, and then 30 seconds later it goes. And so that was the photo I got with the fisheye. And then this one was the photo I got of the good lens. This is the best lens I got, just looking straight in one direction, and I was pointing it at the Milky Way. Like you can kind of faintly see it in real life. You can go, okay, there's something there. It's like kind of cloudy. And so I just pointed over there, and I took probably 100 photos, because you can't adjust for focus. You're basically going blind. You're just like taking a picture. Oh man, this looks weird in this, and change a bunch of settings, take another picture, change a bunch of settings. So this was like the best one I can do. And honestly, it came out really good. This it's the one I'm using right now for my face. It's a 15-year-old camera. I got it 12 years. I got it old. I got it old when it was new. And so if this is how good a 15-year-old camera is, obviously when you zoom in, you're like, oh, that's grainy, bro. That's grainy. But when you back up, you're like, dang, that looks crazy. So I can only imagine if I got like a brand new Sony cam, like that was today's sensors, I bet you they take some crazy photos. Absolutely nuts.
How much do you think a camera like that would cost?
They cost about $1,000.
$1,000.
They take, and honestly, that's not like really bad in like camera terms, because you know what I mean. Like cameras can go for $5,000, $10,000, like
what do you think,
bucks.
Like $300 or $400 would get you?
The next model up from this one, because I want to upgrade this, but this one's the A5000. The next model is A6000. Those usually go for about $400 or $500. So I'm like, man, $400 or $500, but $700 gets you like the A6500, and it's almost new. And then for the full $800 or $900, you're getting the A7Rs, and those are like 4K, like the whole shebang, like big boy sensors and all that good stuff. So that was us. And then this is Grandpa. We're not gonna be able to fit the whole thing in here. Oh, I did a slow-mo of, I was like, oh, Emmett, let me see your phone. This is his iPhone. I was like, oh, the slow-mo on that boy is so good. And then we were in the forest. Probably too loud. So we went in the forest in the middle of the night because Grandpa wanted to play a song that he wrote for Cheryl's daughter. And he brought his guitar amp, and I had that portable power thing. And it was loud, bro. The whole forest was like... What was so funny was... I gotta pause that. I'm just gonna finish it. I don't need another timer. What was so funny was after Grandpa got done playing the guitar, then he hands it to me and he's like, all right, your turn. And I'm thinking, what am I gonna play? And he's like, just play your songs. I was like, okay. So then I play one of my songs, and then next thing I know, I hear a bunch of everybody go, woo. And I'm like, what? There was like 8 people that showed up from the other campgrounds that heard us jamming and sat down to watch. So that I ended up doing like 4 or 5 like Epic Disappointment songs, and then the Blink-182 cover, Aliens Exist. And everybody's like, yay, yay, yay. And then I get done with the last song because my throat was gone because I had no microphone. So I'm like yelling as loud as I can to try to overcome how loud the guitar is. And then at the last song, I was like, all right, I'm done. And then the camp manager came and he's like, can't do distorted guitars, dude. That's way too loud. You could do an acoustic, but that's too loud. And I was like, that's okay. We're done anyway. And of course, my dad was like, tell him to F off. I'm like, no, I was done. I was done anyway. It was perfect timing. So that was our camp. It was awesome. The night sky was fantastic. The only way it could look better is if we went to the UP and went even farther away from cities. But that was really far away from cities, so I doubt it would look that much better. But there's my camping trip.
Very cool. For
the year, because now it's too cold and we're going to, have to stay inside now. It's Michigan and it sucks. All right. I put this because I think I was talking to my dad because he was like, man, I really want to get one of these knives. Well, I think he was talking about brass knuckles. I think he ordered brass knuckles from Temu because they're illegal here, right? And Temu's like from China. And he's like, I really want to get this knife, but it's like illegal. And then I came across this TikTok and I'm thinking, why is this? So these are like the top 4 most illegal like hand knives.
The government considers more dangerous than a gun. Starting off with the gravity knife, politicians actually banned these knives in 1954 for their
that one don't seem so bad.
Fear into the
it's like, oh, it just kind of slides.
You could possibly
What's
own.
the problem?
Next up is the out-the-side switchblade. It's one-handed opening was originally invented for industrial workers and amputees, but it was outlawed in 1958 after being used for more crime than any other knife. The butterfly knife is one of the most famous knives in the world, but the ability for this blade to swing out with just a flick of the wrist made them extremely dangerous. And their portrayal in movies
I don't even know why they think that's that dangerous. It's more dangerous for you if you don't do it right. This one, I can kind of see, but this looks really cool. It's like click, click.
The very possession of this knife is illegal.
Click, click. I kind of want one of those, but that is the most illegal one. They're like, yeah, that in so many states that is absolutely bad. I'm like, but that looks so cool. It's like click, 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 click.
Fast.
Is that crazy that they ban these knives, but there's certain guns they're like, well, bro. But the Constitution says bear arms. How is that not an arm?
I guess that's
knife?
true. Like
knife, gun, like what's an arm?
Choice? What about a bow staff?
What about like a sling with like a fire grenade on it or something? I want to sling it around.
I mean,
is that an arm?
You're supposed to be able to have anything, to be honest.
I want my bare arms. We have the right to bear arms. I want them. Where are they? I saw this video and it just makes you think here. On a positive note, like this is just so sweet, but check this out.
If the kid version of you met your kids today, would the child version of you think your kids are rich and loved and have it all? If you answer that question with a yes, then you're raising your kids properly.
Thank you. And I was thinking about that. I was like, dang. And it really made me take a step back. And I'm thinking, if kid me, the same age as my kids right now, so let's say 11-year-old me, time warped to here, and I didn't know he was me, and we were just like, oh, this your friend? Let's hang out, right? And he'd be like, oh, well, where are we going? I'd be like, oh, we're going to McDonald's. We go to McDonald's every Wednesday. He'd be like, you're going to McDonald's every Wednesday? You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, what can I get? Like a, I don't know, $1 fry or something? No, you get a whole meal. What do you want? Like a 10-piece nugget meal? He'd be like, I get a whole meal myself. Are you crazy? I'm like, yeah. And then what do you do after that? Oh, we're going to go home and ride our electric scooters. Like, ride your electric scooters? Are you insane? What do we do after that? I don't know. We could play our Xboxes. Play our Xboxes. You know, the kid me would have been like, this is insane. I was thinking, I was like, I would probably be like the richest guy I ever met in my whole life.
The VR headset.
Yeah, the VR. And then you did what? You sit on your couch and you watch your 4K, 65-inch 4K television. Like, I would just be like, wow. When I was growing up, I had a 10-inch black and white TV in my bedroom, no video game console, no electric scooter, no manual scooter. Like, I really didn't have much. I had basketball. My dad built a basketball hoop. We didn't even buy one. He built one out of like 4x4s and everything. He built it so it even had the ability to dunk. Like, it had a spring system so I could dunk. I could pull the rim down, and then when I was done, it would just come back up. Like, that's manual shit. It was like pretty sick. So I'm like, me kid now, and that made me feel really good because I was like, you know, obviously I talk about how broke I am all the time, but my version of broke is 10 billion times away from like my growing up version of broke. You know what I mean? Like, my growing up version of broke, like my parents, it's totally, they'd be like, oh, what are you having tonight? I'm like, oh, we're going to have these chicken nuggets or something. Like, chicken nuggets?
Yeah, like, oh, no, I can't get the Switch 2, but I have a Switch 1, I have an Xbox.
Yeah. No,
it's like, whoa.
Kid me would have been blown away. So, good job, me, for at least that. Then I saw this, talking about being poor. This is crazy. McDonald's was going on all this PR, Jason. I'm telling you, I was seeing TikTok and they were going on ABC News and Good Morning America and this and that. And they're saying, hey, we're bringing back extra value menu. The extra value deals are coming because we understand people are broke as hell and can't afford our stuff. So you know what? We're bringing the extra value. And I was thinking, that's about time. That's good.
Is doing some $4.99 thing.
I've been seeing that too. 2 one-topping pizzas for $4.99. I was thinking
2 one-topping?
$4.99 each.
Oh,
but you have to get them in a bundle, so that way they force you to spend $10. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. People are trying to do deals because yes, we're all broke as hell, right? So I'm thinking, oh, finally, because like I said, I go to McDonald's every Wednesday for my kids because that's just our tradition. And then so they have this, they just dropped it. They literally just dropped it. And I knew it was coming too, so I took a picture of a menu beforehand. But check this out. This was their ad when they just dropped it. Oh, the McValue. Whoa, it's $8 for a Big Mac meal now. Wow, it's such a good, and I was like, $8, hang on. So I went to the McDonald's down the street. Where did I take this picture? McDonald's. Mickey D's. Mick? Oh, I didn't save it?
What a Mick asshole.
It'd be really sad if I didn't save this McDonald's thing. I made it in... I thought I said value. Value? I made this by hand, people. What the F? All right. Oh, wait. I see it. Extra value menu. There we go. I'm not crazy. Anyway, so I made this here. Let me show you people. This is I took this photo at the drive-thru at the beginning of the week before the deals dropped. And this is, look at the price. So the Big Mac, $9.19. These are all medium, right? That's the normal. $9.19 for a Big Mac, $8.49 for a quarter pounder. These are meals, right? Now, this is from the app, the same restaurant. So somebody can't be like, oh, well, different restaurants have different prices. I know that. This is the same restaurant from in person and on their app. So this is where you go to the extra value menu. New. Wow. I go to the extra value menu. I'm like, all right, $9.19 to $8. I might call that. Maybe I might call that a deal, but it's like not a deal because it's still it's still $8, which is way more than you know it was. But then you look at the rest and you go, oh, look at the quarter pounder meal. It's $8.49. It was $8.49. Now it's $7.89.
Yeah. Okay. Consider something though.
60 cents.
The one they have on the menu board is default medium.
These are default medium.
The extra value is default medium?
Yeah, these are all medium.
Oh, I thought as soon as they
these are 1-to-1. No, they're not bigger or nothing or small. They're not bigger or smaller. They're the same thing. So they're calling them the extra value menu. So I'm like, oh, okay. So how much value are we getting? 60 cents. Look at the 10-piece nugget, $8.29. Now it's $7.89. That's 40 cents. They went on this whole multi-million-dollar campaign, all the social media blitz. Hey, we're going to save you guys so much money. They're saving you 40 cents, saving you 60 cents. This is insane. We need to get at these people. I can't believe it. I was looking forward to this for the last couple weeks because they were hyping it for the last couple weeks. McDonald's.
You got bamboozled.
You got me just like that Singapore girl that I thought was a real girl that I was gonna marry the love of my life. I thought McDonald's was gonna give me a deal. You lied to me. You lied. I'm not banning McDonald's because my kids love that, and honestly, we all know it's not real food, but it tastes really good. Me and Mario just got McDonald's the other day, and I just had him get it because I was like, no, I shouldn't eat.
Still jaded.
I shouldn't eat. I wasn't trying to boycott. I was just like, I felt fat, and then he's eating it. It smells so good. I was like, all right, let me get a fry. Let me get a fry. And he gives me a fry. And I was like, damn, why is it so good? We know it's not real food, right? You know what I mean? It's like it lasts forever. It's not real.
Crazy.
Tastes so good, though.
You order one large fry, and they always give you like 50 to 100 little ones.
Yeah. They're giving you the shake at the end. They're like, we gotta get the little. And honestly, I like the little ones because they're crunchier. I don't like when they're like soggy. I don't like they're soggy.
No, it was a play on numbers. I ordered one.
Yeah.
And they gave me a bunch of.
Oh, I was thinking because they usually give you like a bunch. It's like the bag of chips at the end where they're all cracked. Like you get a few big pieces and the rest are like shitty cracked ones. To be
honest with you, Al, I think you're going at the wrong time of day.
No, I can't believe this. I'm not boycotting McDonald's, but I just want to make sure I put them on blast. That's bullshit. You know that's bullshit. This ain't no extra value meal. Oh, Cheyenne's here. You're late. That's okay.
It might be value meal, but it's not.
The value. They're like, oh man, you guys, we heard you. You said you wanted a better deal. We listened. We saved you 40 cents.
You know what's funny? More than one person was required to make that decision, and none of them felt funny about it.
No, they're like, people are going to love this. And it's not just the one or two. I'm telling you, pick out anyone. You could be like, all right, McCrispy strips. 3 strips for $9.29. Go over here. 3 strips for $8.99. That's 30 cents. That's 30 cents. They're spitting it. Remember that one time we went to Whataburger and the lady took the ketchup packets? You were like, can I get some ketchup, right? And so she takes some of the ketchup packets out of like the bucket and then she just throws them right into the bag. And then I'm like, oh, just normal. I get the bag. I'm like, cool. And you were like offended. He was like, oh, why'd she do it? She might as well just spit right in the she might as well just spit right in the food. And I'm cracking up because I didn't get it because I was just thinking the visual of some lady just taking her bag going just spitting right in the bag. And I'm thinking, what? He's like, because her hands, right? And then they're touching like these packets. So obviously it's like the bare hand contact right on the fries. Just spit on them.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well. Now, McDonald's, you might as well spit in our face.
I want to point out that Al bringing this up now, he's been bringing this same thing up to me for like 15 years. Yeah. I did this.
No, it's not. It feels like that long.
We were in
This was
college.
in Texas. No, this was in Texas. This was in like 2020. This is 5 years ago at this point.
Kidding? Still 5
years. It was at Whataburger.
Was it?
Yeah, it was at Whataburger. Yeah.
Oh.
It's still 5 years is a long time, but that's how impactful it was.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, I don't know how high we were, but like, it was really, really funny because it was very just absurd. Like just the thought of some lady going, oh, you want ketchup? Did you say extra ketchup?
I can't tell if you think it's absurd that I was offended or that she would do that.
Both. It was both. It was like both. I was simultaneously like it was like a multi-layer funny. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, it was funny on so many aspects that I was just like, wow, I never would have thought of that.
I cannot imagine.
It's crazy.
No, to be honest, I don't know what made me think of it at the time. I just was like, it was probably because I was thinking about gloves anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah, gloves are kind of disgusting when you actually know anything about gloves. And then you're like, oh, yeah, that's the thing where people put them on their hands and then touch all the same shit that they were going to touch without the gloves.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I'm wearing gloves. It's okay to touch your food.
Yeah. They're like, that's okay. I'll just wash my hands with the gloves on.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Woo! Washy. Yeah, no. If you see somebody with gloves handling your prepared food before the cooking process is fine. I mean, I'm not in love with it. because it's going to go through the oven anyway. But
they could raw dog it before the cook.
Yeah, they could, you know, touch it with practically anything.
Bare hands.
Yeah. It's going to go in the oven. The germs are going to die. But like after that, when the lady is like wearing her gloves and she's a cashier and you're like, oh, that makes me feel comfortable because she's wearing gloves and now I know my food is safe. She's handling money, dipshit.
Yeah. She definitely should just be spit. If she's handling your money, just tell her to spit in your face.
Yeah, just
might as well.
Spit right in my mouth. Like,
and not in the good way. In a bad way.
Not in a good way.
We don't like that around here.
It's really irritating.
Unless we consent. Very nice. All right, so that's the pregame. We have a big Insano World section. I'm just going to speed run it as much as I can. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right, first, I wanted to play this. I thought my dad would be on the stream, but maybe he's asleep or something. I don't know. Or he probably didn't get the notification. He's going to pop in 20 minutes and go, when the hell did you guys start? And I say I say the same thing every time, somewhere around 10. So, and I made this, honestly, I forgot about this. Did I? Oh, I don't think I rendered it. I made another section of Jason saying stuff, but it wasn't anything spicy. I was just going to use them as like ad reads, like, you know, when do we start and stuff like that. It was actually really cool. I'll just bring them up next time since we have such a packed show. But if my dad comes in, that's what I'm, oh, Alyssa's new boyfriend. That's so funny. Another story for another day. Here we go. First story, the new national anthem, All Rise.
Except for us.
Except for us. It's the national anthem, but everything's in a minor key. I think we should change it. I think this should be it.
Sounds creepy.
I feel nothing but pride. I want the aliens to come now. We must fight them on our home turf. Stand for America. God bless the USA. He looks scared. He's like, this is creepy. Yes. I say we change it. So change it to that.
That's it. We don't need to change the whole thing. That's just what we need to put giant speakers on our fighter jets.
As we're like coming and they're like, oh, bro.
If you hear that.
Yeah. It's game over.
Carpet bombs.
It just, because anything in a minor key just sounds sadder, darker, more sinister. You know what I mean? It's just something sinister about the minor key is like creepy, you know. So it's like, oh man, this is dark. The same song and playing it in a minor key, you're like, wow, that changes. So when I heard that, I was like, that sounds powerful. Just like Jason's saying, they hear this coming while we're going to your country. Call it a day. We're spitting in your bag of fries.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Very nice. Trump's planning to go to Chicago. We talked about it, but now because of the big governor and the mayor and everybody's fighting, he's like, you know what? Maybe I was playing before, but now I'm really going to do it, right? And so this was the mayor saying his 2 cents here.
No federal troops in the city of Chicago. No militarized force in the city of Chicago. We're going to defend our democracy in the city of Chicago. We're going to protect the humanity of every single person in the city of Chicago. There are some.
So I saw that and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then this was like, I wouldn't say the next one when I was scrolling, but it was pretty close to the next one. We got to protect everybody in Chicago from Donald Trump. Meanwhile, in Chicago. Like it's nothing. Just everybody walking around shooting in the bad parts of town. I'm telling you, people, I've been to Chicago myself several times. Yes, there are large portions where you don't want to be there past nighttime. Like when it goes night, the locals will tell you, do not go to this section, that section, that. I remember when I was traveling, I had to do all those subways because I was trying to find the best pizza in Chicago. They're like, all right, you're going to want to go here, here, here. But honestly, by the time you get here, you're not going to want to travel back through this section. So you're going to want to call an Uber. Because I was going by foot. And I was like, well, what do I got to do? They're like, you're going to take this train to this, then. And then we're like, but I'm telling you, don't come back this way, though. Like, don't, for your own safety. I'm like, okay. And then as things were getting dark, as I'm going places, I was like, yeah, I can kind of see it. It's just like, I don't know, like when you're playing Zelda Breath of the Wild and then it's like blood moon time and like everything starts like kind of turning a certain haze and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like you can kind of feel the atmosphere change. That's kind of how certain parts of Chicago get. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, that's so insidious. I don't know if it's racist. I didn't say nothing about black people, but like they're like, oh yeah, that's not the whole place. Detroit's like that too. There's parts of Detroit you don't want to be in. It's not just a thing. It's just, I'm just saying there is a well-known problem in Chicago, and the fact that they're just like, don't let Donald Trump do nothing about it. It's like, okay, well, all right, fine. Don't let him do something. What are you doing then? Are you going to do something about it? Maybe that's where it is.
Right. The people getting shot at every single night are probably like, Trump, please. And he's like, our people said no. It's like, no, most of them went,
I think the vast majority are like, please. Like 60 people got shot last weekend.
Yeah.
And the military's not there. And I saw these videos of like guys in Chicago, you know, these gangsters in Chicago, and they're like, man, they don't know what they're messing with. If the troops come to Chicago, they call it Chirac. Like, we're going to take them out. And I'm like, I don't think you're going to take out the National Guard, bro. Like,
yeah, like you may have
really?
You may have done some pretty cool jumps over fences and managed to get out alive, but
they're like, I shot a mall cop. It's like,
yeah, you're not
military. Like, this is a military. Are you sure you want to do this? I don't think so.
No amount of your illegal guns, because yeah, I'm aware they're like, oh, okay, yeah,
we got some automatics. Like,
got some homemade mods. Like, yeah, good job.
Yeah, they got the shelf ones. They come off the shelf automatic. They're like,
yeah, they're like,
they just work.
This was built to be used against people, like not like, oh, I did some body modifications to it. No, they're serious business. I
wonder, just before, because we're going to get into this next section, and I just know my dad is really going to enjoy it, because obviously the biggest news story that, if you've seen the thumbnail and you're watching this afterwards, it's today they had a UFO testimony. And at the Congress, like, this is not like, oh, it's just some crazy guy in the back of his basement and he's like, oh, there's UFOs. Like, it's freaking Congress. Like, it's crazy how forward they are with it now. They're like, oh yeah, UFOs and stuff. Yeah, totally. But you know, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it? I'm gonna share him this link really quick just while we do that. Give me 1 second. And everyone else watching, you should share your link with your friends as well. And then everybody can watch Backstage with Alan J, the greatest show on Tuesday nights ever. Ever. There's never been a show this good on specifically Tuesday night. Second. And everyone else watch.
And this is where it's going to get weird.
Videoception. All right, copy, paste. Let it sleaze here. Boom. Bop, beep. Boom. I think he's waiting for the because the last couple weeks I sent him the thumbnail directly, and I'm like, we're about to go live. So just pretend we didn't go live. When he comes into the chat, we're like, we just started. We just started.
Have to play all the music again.
There we go. Getting ready. Backstage with Alan J. All right, so that was the Chicago section. This next section is about this U.S. whistleblower testimony, stuff like that. I want to start with this one that I actually just got right when I was sitting down. We'll start with this first one, and then we're going to get more into the testimony here. Let's take a look at
the mystery
this.
In the Guy, the newly released video.
No, not yet. I need to full screen you. I forgot the...
All right.
No.
Sky,
Dang it. I
Dang,
don't
we're
remember how to
getting
full
into a
screen.
whole
Hang on.
bunch of-
Everyone, we're a high production show. You know this. Maybe if I do it like this. There we go.
The mystery in the sky. The
Here we
newly
go.
released video tonight. Take a look at this. This is a U.S. Reaper drone.
They just released this
shooting a
video as part
Hellfire
of the
missile at this
testimony.
glowing object. But then the object appears to speed away undamaged. Where this happened and what we now know about this, Gio Benitez with the testimony on Capitol Hill tonight.
Tonight, new never-before-seen video off the coast of Yemen showing a
that
U.S.
little
MQ-9 Reaper drone
dot there? I can try to
tracking a
zoom in.
glowing orb as it
That
flies
is the
over the
UFO.
water. Now watch closely as
Watch.
a different U.S. drone drops a Hellfire
Some
missile
chunks
on
come
that
off or
fast-moving
something?
orb. The missile appearing to bounce off the object, doing very little damage. The orb then
But the
zipping
UFO is still
away
like,
unfazed.
yeah, bro,
the
I'm
video
all right.
from October 2024 shown during a congressional hearing today on unexplained anomalous phenomena. That's the official name for UFOs.
Do you solemnly swear?
Several service members giving their own eyewitness accounts and reacting to that new video.
Does this video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wiggins?
Yes.
Yes.
And David, there are big questions
They had them
tonight.
answer
Why
one
was
at
the
a
missile
time,
fired?
like as
Did
if
that
it wasn't.
object
They gotta-
pose
I think they
any
gotta write 'em
risk?
down.
Or is
Mr.
there
Wiggins
any
said
other
yes, Mr.
explanation out there? David?
Yeah, more to come on this for sure, Gio. Thanks.
My goodness, I love that. They're like, does this video, and these are like military officials. It's not like some random citizen. Did this video scare? They're like, these are the guys that saw it and shot it. And they're like, does this scare you? They're like, yes.
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah, that freaked me out. When I shoot a missile at something,
Yeah.
usually it goes boom, boom, bye, bye. This time it went, oops. You know what I mean? It kind of like doinked it. And then it was like, yeah, I'm out of here. And then it just took off.
Yeah, I'm out of here. It basically was like, didn't even notice.
Yeah, but it looked like there was, I don't know if those were like chunks of like maybe the missile, like parts of the missile explode, or maybe it did some damage to the UFO, because there was like some shiny things that kind of popped off of it. But it just seems like after the hit, there was some shiny things that happened
It just
afterwards.
turned the missile into plasma.
Maybe that's what it was. It was like,
That is thermal
like the,
vision,
because it probably has a force field. Probably has a force field.
Yeah, you think the missile just gooped?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so now here's some of the testimony from some of the, they're calling them UFO whistleblowers, even though
as I began,
you know, it's like they're not like, oh, we got to tell people. It's part of this congressional hearing because Congress subpoenaed these guys and they're like, all right, we want to hear about these. We've heard about them. They don't call them UFOs. They call them autonomous, whatever, UAPs, because they don't want, like, UFOs sounds bad. They're like aliens, but we do not know what these things are, so it could be aliens, but it could not be. This guy, he looks like he's telling, you could just, as a body, I'm not a body body language expert, but anybody listening to this guy, looking at this guy, I think he's telling the truth, personally.
walking towards the light, towards the flight line and the track. The light then flies across the base, across the flight line, and as it flies to me, a triangle manifests around the light. I can't tell you if it's active camouflage. I can't tell you if it appeared around the light, but I can tell you that it was a white light, and then it was a triangle. It stopped about 100 feet in front of me and approximately 100 feet above me. My telephone got extremely hot, completely froze, dead. I remember how thick it was. It was between 1 to 2 stories thick, equilateral triangle. I could never see the top of it, and the edges were 90 degrees. There were 4 lights in total, 1 light on each corner and a larger light in the center, 2 to 3 times the size of the corner lights. But what was really odd was the outside. The best way to describe it is like looking at a James Webb telescope picture where you have the colors and then the black background. So the craft itself was this black metallic flake paint, but on top of the craft was this gold, lava, plasma, some type of fluid going over and around the craft. I'm under this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then the center light flashes 2 to 3 times, no sound, immediately shoots up to commercial jet level minimum, in my opinion, and I immediately feel static electricity all over my body, and then I smell the smell of after a thunderstorm or lightning storm, that really strong summer thunderstorm smell. Gets up to flight level. I'm trying to get my phone reset, and I can only see the center light at this point. If I didn't actually see it take off, I would have thought it was a star. And then it hovers up there, and it begins to slowly move due east out over the Atlantic Ocean. I finally got my phone reset. The entire thing was about, from the time I saw the light pop up near the hangar until it took off out over the ocean, was about 15 minutes.
So it came from a hangar, like, or in front of a hangar.
It was like, it's so weird having him describe it, because it basically, because he said he was like hovering above him for like 2 minutes, right? So it's like, it was like, showed up in front of him, and it was just floating up there, and he's like, and he couldn't do nothing about it because it's, whatever, it's EMP technology, you know, it fried his phone, essentially, it like shut it down. And that made me think, that makes sense, because, you know, a lot of people's complaint is like, man, you would think these days with the phone technology and screen time, we would have better recordings. Like, well, don't you also think like the technology's so he's talking about it's like glowing plasma, like all this crazy shit. It would probably mess with our electronics. It makes sense they would mess with our electronics. Some crazy ancient alien tech thing going on there. That's insane. This guy looked legit. He's like, I mean, memory every detail of like this and the time, and he just looks honestly freaked out. Like he's still freaked out. I think I don't know if I'd ever be okay after that, to be honest. I think I'd be just like this guy. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but that motherfucker is not real. That guy, that is not. Oh my goodness, that is just absolutely nuts.
Freaky as fuck.
So freaky. So let's look at this next one. This is the second guy here. Take a look. Open tab.
My name is Alexandro Wiggins. I'm an active duty U.S. Navy.
He had a whole different experience, different place.
Father of 3 and dedicated American, testifying today in my personal capacity.
American.
The views I share are my own, and I do not represent the official positions of the Department of the Navy or any subordinate organization. On the evening of February 15th, 2023, at approximately 19:15 PST, in the Whiskey 291 warning area off the coast of Southern California, I was serving on board USS Jackson. During that period, I moved between the Interior Communications Center, ICC-1, and the bridge wing, correlating the sensor picture with visual observations, part of my routine responsibilities for surface and air picture management. What I observed and what our crew recorded was not consistent with conventional aircraft or drones as they appear on our system. A self-luminous tic-tac shaped object emerged from the ocean before linking up with 3 other similar objects. The 4 then disappeared simultaneously with a high synchronized near instantaneous acceleration. I observed no sonic boom and no conventional propulsion signatures. No exhaust plume, no control surface articulation on the Sapphire image system. Shortly after the synchronized departure, radar tracks dropped. These observations were multi-sensor and recorded inside of ICC-1 with time location overlay visible in our source frames that have been made public by journalists. From my experience operating in this region over many years and consistent with our public characterized encounters, unidentified objects reoccur in United States operation areas off Southern California.
So these were, I remember, like he said, this happened in 2023. I think last year they had another hearing like this. And these were the ones where they were, like you said, tic-tac shaped. They were like little, like a tic-tac being like an oblong sort of thing, right? And remember this whole thing with New Jersey that everyone was just like moved on from, like it was no big deal. They're like, oh, there's things, drones and whatever flying over New Jersey, and everybody was freaking out. And then, you know, you give it a couple weeks and then we all just moved on with our lives. And then Donald Trump was like, yeah, I don't know. Are you still talking about that?
Weather
like,
balloon.
You're still talking about that? Like, they didn't even say what it was. They were just like, oh, yeah. You know. Anyway, but one of the things that was consistent with those stories was those things, they looked like they were emerging from the ocean. And this guy's on the other side of the country. He's talking about being off the Pacific coast, right? So he said it emerged from what it looked like from under the ocean. So these things, and like that one guy said from the story before, he's like, he wasn't sure, like it just kind of showed up and appeared. who knows if it was coming. Maybe they're not coming from space. They're coming from under the ocean. They're already here. But you know, the ocean, like most of it is undiscovered. It's a big ass, deep ass place. Like we can't see all that. So they could have just been like right down there this whole time, just chilling. And then now they're like, bro, we heard our boys, or maybe it's a rival crew that's coming on the spaceship that's due. You know what I mean? That's shooting down.
Oh, you think we got like defender guys?
Either they're defenders, as in like they're gonna defend us, or they're just like, bro, these are our slaves. You better not mess with our slaves, because they were getting ready to take over us anyway.
There's like a whole nother society of a different creature under the ocean.
Yeah, and they're boys, they're like cousins, you know what I mean? And so their cousins were like, bro, we heard about Earth. We're coming. And then our alien creatures are like, bro, no. These are our slaves. We were about to enslave these guys. I'm telling you, we were just about to do that.
What if they weren't? What if they were just going to sleep there forever?
But now they have to get ready to defend.
Like, no, we're...
Well, that makes sense. This goes hand in hand with this. Remember the 3i. This is the latest thing.
2025.
Let me pause it because I want you to circle the date like the guy says. October 3rd. That's not too far from now. We're less than a month from now. October 3rd is when they're calling the thing 3i Atlas, because that was like the device that used to see it. That's when it's going to pass Mars.
Circle this date, October 3rd, 2025. That's when 3i Atlas, an interstellar object we barely understand, will sweep terrifyingly close to Mars just 29 million kilometers away. In space terms, that's a razor-thin margin, a cosmic near miss. But here's what should keep you up at night. Its orbit slices within only 2.7 million kilometers of Mars's path around the sun. That's less than 7 times the distance between Earth and the Moon. Too precise to feel random? And if this thing isn't a natural comet, then its flyby looks less like chance, and more like reconnaissance. Imagine it slowing just enough to scan Mars, a perfect candidate for alien eyes in the Goldilocks zone. And if they're watching Mars, don't you think Earth is next?
Yeah, I sure do. They're basically saying, the guy, it's obviously AI voice, but he's saying that asteroid is coming 7 times closer to Mars than the distance between Earth and the Moon. So Earth, the Moon, chop it 7 times. 1/7 the distance between Earth and the Moon is how close that asteroid is going to Mars. So it's basically going right by Mars. Too close to be like how random. Because remember, we talked about this before. You could go hyper speed, you know, Star Trek style, warp speed, Johnny, straight. And the chances of you hitting anything are like 0.000, because there's so much space in space. The chances of you hitting something are so infinitely small. So this thing's coming like this close to Mars. It's like, hang on. So October 3rd is when it's going by Mars. So maybe that's like the first sign of something. So we're going to take our... is that a Tuesday? What day is that?
Or Mars just starts spinning faster or goes out of orbit.
Well, because remember, we talked about, like, if it slows down at any point, we're like, then it's not an asteroid. Those don't slow down. Like, they just go. So if it slows down at all, we know exactly what's up. Here we go. Where's my calendar? Yes, thank you. All right, October 3rd is a Friday. It's a Friday, so we'll observe what happens the weekend of October 3rd, and we'll come tell you guys on Tuesday if we're not all dead. If we're all dead, just know that we told you before it happened.
Even if it hit Mars, we'd still have till Tuesday.
Yeah. But I'm saying if it goes, oh wow, breaking news, the thing freaking slowed down. Like, just get ready, we're gonna die. Yeah, or get enslaved or whatever they do. Whatever they want to do, they're going to do it. I mean, what are we going to do? Just like what are the Chicago, those gangsters going to do against the military? What the hell are we going to do against aliens?
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
We're going to send Chicago after them, obviously.
They're
hard. They don't even know what's coming to them.
That's a good idea. We're going to get all the gangsters around the world, and we're going to be like, we need you guys.
We need you to show them what they're, how's it go? They don't even know what they're messing with.
What they're back to the front, sir. You need to get up there and show them aliens what's what. All right. So I can't wait. I'm like, I don't know. This sounds really bad. I don't know if I mean it like this, but like, you know, I'm just kind of done with this life. You know, I don't feel like that, but you know what I mean? Like, if it's apocalypse time, let's just let it. let it ride. You know what I mean?
I think the better way to say it, and I feel the same. It's like you know, I could keep going. You know, it's fine. But also, if it was tomorrow, like aliens showed up and it was like, whoa,
it just changes the world.
Yeah, I'd still be fine.
Yeah,
I'd be like, all right, well, you know, am I like after death? No, but like I'm happy with what I've seen and what I've done, and like,
been a good run.
It's
been a good run.
I've experienced a lot of things.
I'm thinking at this point now, it's like it really feels to me like my happiness. It feels like it sounds bad as it's coming out of my mouth. It's like my happiness exists in being able to make other people happy, like, you know, being there for my kids, right? Hanging out with you, hanging out with my band or whatever, but not for me, for everyone else. You know what I mean? So it's I know they enjoy and you enjoy, and like I get that I bring value to others and I enjoy bringing that value. But if the world had to end tomorrow, I'd be like, whew, finally, wow, this has been a wild one. Time to wrap it up. You know what I mean? So
I gotta send.
I'm kind of excited. My dad keeps saying it's not wanting to load. It's not wanting to load. I wonder, because I don't know. I have it on my iPad. I think his signal's poor. Well, you know what we need to get, my dad? Starlink. He needs Starlink internet because, you know, out in the boonies.
Apparently, Visible is doing a thing.
What's Visible?
Visible is Verizon's prepaid service, similar to like Mint or whatever, the competitor. But Visible also has like a trial of Starlink access, and it's like it's like, you know how you get like unlimited whatever for your text and data or whatever, but then you get like 10 gigs of premium data. Well, this would be like the premium data is like, okay, yeah, you have access to this Starlink thing.
Oh yeah, because that'd be good. Unlimited phone. Because I think that's really what he needs is like actual internet. Like he uses his phone for everything, and so like I get. Well, luckily we all have. You know, these days everybody I feel like should have unlimited data, but his is unlimited to the point where it's like he uses like 70 gigs a month. Like it is like his source of internet.
Look up Visible and Starlink.
Visible. Here, I'm gonna do Visible Starlink. Visible, Starlink, but not visible. Visible. Oh, I think it's because they're thinking, like, would you look at it? Visible plans? Starlink? Explore visible plan features. They're right.
What?
Visible offers for the network. Provides satellite-based internet. It's their own thing, right?
Oh my God! No,
they must have their own satellite.
So where I got this from was you get Walmart has business ties with like almost everyone.
Yeah.
And Visible is one of those things. Like I was considering switching from Mint. I love Mint, but I get a discount with Visible. So I was like, okay, well, you know, that's kind of interesting. And then I, you know, clicking the links or whatever, it was like you get internet literally anywhere, no down, you know, and it's like, okay, well, you ask how? Okay, well, it's because they literally said Starlink.
And they're like, but don't tell Elon.
Yeah. Rumors are talking about Verizon postpaid getting Starlink LTE as a paid add-on this year.
Oh, so maybe it's just coming. You got the inside scoop.
I guess.
So maybe it's coming. And that would be pretty sweet. Because honestly, like, that's the coolest part about Starlink is, like, you can take it anywhere. It's just a little, like, we use Starlink at my work for temporary circuits. So, like, while a building's being developed, we would install Starlink, and then so that way people can get the internet there. And then it's just like a little it's not some big ass dish, bro. It's like a little like 2-foot maybe dish. And so if you had Starlink yourself, you could be like, oh, I'm gonna live in an RV and I'm gonna travel the world, travel the country at least, right? You can just bring it with you, strap it onto the top of your RV.
And it's not as hard to find a satellite nowadays to point it at.
Yeah. It does it. There's an app. And it goes, you know, oh, where's Daddy Starlink? And it like looks for it, and then it's synchronized.
Yeah,
and it's like,
crazy?
And it's like at least 100 megabits per second. And for like boony internet, that's really good, bro. Like boony internet, like you barely get a cell signal. When I'm at my dad's house, I get no signal. I get like no signal.
It's been like that all of
so 100 megs versus no signal. Let's get Starlink. So hopefully maybe it'll just get cheaper as time. Because right now I think Starlink itself is like $500 for the dish. Like to get the equipment is $500, and then it's like $100 a month. I think that's what the plan is. So maybe if Visible does it for real cheap, we can get on that thing. Where's that guy at? That's so funny. All right, moving on here. This is this is just crazy to even say this, but check this out, Jason. A teenager in France can mentally time travel, and he's one of only fewer than 100 people on Earth that can do this. Mentally time travel. I'm going to read the story here. This is from Quirks to Quasars. A teenager in France can mentally time travel to her past and future. She's known as TL, and she has hyperthymesia. It's a highly superior autobiographical memory. Fewer than 100 people worldwide are thought to have this condition. First described in 2006, unlike most of us whose memories slip away, TL's life events are indexed by date, stored in astonishing detail, and accompanied by the emotions that happened in the event. In tests, she recalled personal events across her life with precision far above average. Her memories aren't vague impressions. They're immersive, like stepping back into the scene when it happened. She even organizes them in a white room in her mind, a vast mental library where every toy, book, and photograph she's ever owned is cataloged and retrievable. Negative experiences like her grandfather's death are locked away in a mental chest, because they're traumatic, obviously, if you had to like relive that moment like every time, right? Her ability also extends forward. TL can give pre-experienced, imagined future events, giving her an uncanny sense of deja vu for things that haven't yet happened. This extraordinary case is the first comprehensive evaluation of how someone with hyperthymesia, navigates both memory and imagination. Scientists hope that her story will shed light on how the brain encodes and retrieves the experiences that define who we are. Isn't that insane? Even if she couldn't do the future thing, because you're thinking, that's insane. That part's crazy.
Right.
Just doing the past thing is like, whoa, that's crazy. Because like it does, like everybody, I feel like everybody has some memories that are like, all right, that is a pretty vivid, clear memory. But imagine if like every moment you ever had, you could basically go, you know what I mean? Like just feel and hear and sound and like all your senses are like, and it's like watching it out of your eyeballs again. Wouldn't that be the freakiest thing in the entire world, bro?
I think so, yeah.
That would be just too much. But then it goes next level where she's like, I pre-experienced the things that are going to happen. And then when they happen, it's like, oh, I knew it. I felt that already. She pre-feels the future memories she has, because her brain's so crazy. And I love how she's like in a white room. It reminds me of The Matrix, right? Where the guy's like, guns, and then brrr, rows a gun. She goes, every time I played with a dog. And it's like, brrr, that time. Wow. It sounds good for the good stuff. Could you imagine, like, man, living that good memory again and going, it's like a dopamine hit. Like, yeah. Oh, that was great. You got to stay away from the bad stuff where it's like, oh, that was traumatic. Oh, no. Got to live it again. That's why she got to lock him up. But wowzers, that's absolutely insane. We'll see if she predicts the future. All right, first, zombie deers. We talked about that. That happened first a couple years ago. Then we talked about on the show a couple weeks ago, zombie rabbits.
Freaky little things.
Guess what's next, Jason? We're definitely in Insano World, because now zombie squirrels are here. Believe it or not, zombie squirrels are covered in oozing warts spotted sulking through U.S. backyards. Grisly-looking squirrels with pus-filled wart-like tumors have been spotted across the United States as of just a couple weeks ago here. Bro, stay away from the rabbits, stay away from the deer, stay away from the squirrels. This is insanity. This is crazy.
We don't know what's going on. It would have been raccoons first,
because they're always in the trash. But remember, the raccoons, they're doing drugs. Remember that one video where the raccoon was like, he frozen.
Yeah, he was
He's like,
stuck. He was just like,
I'm stuck. Yeah. So the raccoons are like, bro, we just do drugs. I don't know what these zombie ass squirrel. Bro, first of all, wild creatures kind of freak me out. I don't know. I think it's because like they could be rabid. They could, you know, it's like you never know. It's not a domesticated thing where it's like you see a cat and you go, oh, I don't know. Cat, dog, those are normal. Wild squirrels, raccoons, skunks, like any of that wild shit, I'm like, I'm already staying away from it. If I see this anywhere near me, bro, I think we nuke them. Like, I think, take all the squirrels, get rid of them. We don't want any damn zombie squirrels. That's just how it is.
It just kind of seems like there's a lot of pestilence around.
Yeah.
The plague, you got these things and the other things, and everything's turning it. It's not like we always dub them zombies because it looks like their flesh is falling off and stuff, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just looking at that squirrel again. It kind of made me like gag a little bit. I was like, oh, I don't want to vomit.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, why is everything rotting?
It's nasty. I think it's because, you know, we're kind of getting close to the end, everybody. We're going to just wrap up this world and start the next one. Look at this. There's just too many coincidences when you look at it all in a big picture. Check this out. Nope, sorry. I got to do it for the clip. There's just too many coincidences. Check this out.
On every continent that make no sense. First are the pyramids, too big to cover up, and they're everywhere.
Every continent.
Next we got dragons. They weren't real, but the dinos were. Next are giants. Big bones everywhere, and everyone records them. Finally, the flood that never happened, but everyone recorded. All our ancestors from every continent saw it, said it, and wrote it down, but it's all made up, right?
Isn't that crazy? Think about this. The Aztecs have pyramids. The Egyptians have pyramids. Like, everybody has their version of pyramids. All these ancient civilizations have stories of dragons. Supposedly dinosaur, you know, somebody could be like, oh, they meant dinosaurs. But I thought dinosaurs didn't exist when humans existed.
Right.
So something's weird, but they're all recording these things. And then, yeah, everybody kind of records giants too.
Never happened.
And there's flood mythology for every continent, like every ancient civilization. They go, yeah, flood. So it's like, they couldn't have communicated with each other. Didn't have the technology to be like, oh, I'm going to talk to that guy in France, and I'm from South Africa. You know what I mean? It's like
with flood. Oh yeah, Egypt.
You can zoom in a little bit.
Well, I was trying to see if any of them were like lands that were like not around.
Yeah, so the Chinese have a flood story. Egyptians, Sumerians, Aboriginals, Hindus, Babylonians, Judaism, Greeks, Yorubas, Incas, Aztec, North mythology, hippie, Hawaiian people. Like every culture has like something of where like, oh yeah, totally everything flooded. Oh, it didn't happen, though. It didn't happen. It's like, how? And what about the pyramids? Why do they all build pyramids?
No sense. First are the pyramids.
Why did they all build pyramids? They all look a little different, except for they're all like similar, like stacked things, right? Like stacking. I mean, some are pointier than others, right? But they're all like,
think about architecture now. I mean, it makes more sense now because like information flows more freely. But even before the internet, everybody had houses.
Yeah.
And they're all 4 walls, you know, roof.
But you think they would have been cuber. Just like cube. Instead of like, why are we building them pointy?
It was harder to make things, I guess. Like, imagine how much easier. Well, no, not really. I'm like, would it be easier to make a pyramid shape than a... I mean, you're like, oh, okay, let's make it dumb. You want to make a pyramid, right?
Yeah.
And or a big ass thing, right? You're like, okay, I'm gonna make it this big at the bottom, and the next layer, you're kind of like, wow.
I need to make it less than that.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, let's do less.
Let's do less, and then it's like by the time you get to the top, you're like, this is the last rock.
Just one on the top there,
just to finish it off.
Or like we talked about several weeks ago, where like they're probably an energy source underneath the ground. And so they're pointy like that so they can beam up to space to communicate with those guys that are coming, that are coming for us. They're like, hey, man, why didn't we get in? Maybe they were beaming signals out. Like, they're communicating, and then for several thousands of years, those guys haven't heard nothing. So, like, bro, we better go check out our boys down there because we haven't heard from them in a while. So now they're coming to check us out because obviously we stopped beaming up these things a long time ago. When's the last time we beamed up a pyramid? Thousands of years.
We haven't even been allowed to go in them.
I know. Maybe that's why. They're like, stop, don't communicate.
Like, they said some messed up stuff out there. We don't want to talk to those bitches no more.
That's probably what it is. It's just like, I don't know. We're going to see in a couple months here. Too many coincidences, personally. I said, what happens at this time? Look at this. This is an iPhone. You would think it's an infinite scroll.
Oh my god, dude.
It's not an infinite scroll.
This one's a list too?
It has an end.
Oh my
4:39
p.m. is the final time. It's a list.
Why would they do that?
10x engineers.
Is it not?
Why would they do that? You scroll and scroll and scroll, and you would think it would end on 12 or whatever. Or you would think it'd be infinite. It would just be a revolving loop. But no, you get to the end, and the end is 4:39
Have you tested this?
p.m.
Is it the same for every phone?
I think it is. I'm gonna do it right here on my iPad here. Let's go.
I mean, he had time lapse it kind of, so like, or not time lapse.
I'm gonna put it right here live for the people. I cannot fake this. Okay, we're going to alarms. We're going to add an alarm. Scroll. I'm scrolling. There's a lot of scroll. Let's get to the end. Maybe that's why you got to scroll so far. Hang on, I did get to the end.
Is it a 4?
Yes. Hang on, now I got to scroll to the end of the minutes. There's a lot of scrolling. I think that's why he time-lapsed. He's like, oh no, you really got to scroll. 4:39 p.m.
Huh.
It's real. Hang on a sec. What? What does Apple know? Is that when the aliens show up? Be on the lookout for something at 4:39 p.m. That's just too specific of a number. It's too specific, too creepy, and as we all know, they're all reptile people.
What if it's not a one-time event? What if it's for every 4:39? We've been jumping timelines at 4:39 every day. At twice a day.
Because AM, PM, you think? 4:39 AM, 4:39 PM?
Well, at the bottom of the list is PM.
That's why I figured it was like the last, so it's 4:39 PM. But you're right, it could be AM, PM, because that's just a toggle, AM, PM. That's crazy. Look out for that time. That's probably when the apocalypse starts. This one, latest women trolling. This is a trolling trend women are doing on their hardworking blue-collar husbands here, or significant others. Check this out here.
Do you ever wish that you worked like an actual blue-collar job?
He's a concrete finisher.
An actual blue-collar job?
Yeah.
How is my job not an actual blue-collar job? I'm actually kind of mad about that.
Like a harder job.
He's like, should I beat this?
I know, and now it's like, this is how you get beat.
Yeah.
You realize that concrete is like the hardest labor job you can do, and that you get one shot at like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you get one shot to make it look good.
But don't you ever want to wish you did like pipe fitter or electrician or something like that?
Pussy shit? That's pussy shit. No, I don't. I'm honestly kind of pissed off by that.
Why?
Saying an actual blue-collar job like an electrician.
I just wanted like a. Sometimes I wish I had like a blue-collar man, you know.
He's like, you're about to have a
like
blue-collar
like
coffin.
Blue-collar job.
A black and blue eye. He's like,
I'm an actual blue-collar job to you.
Like construction, electrician.
So I'm not in construction?
Well, not like actual construction.
Do you know what construction is?
Like building houses and stuff. You don't ever wish
like
you did
pussy
that?
stuff? Or
I'm just immediately like...
I'm just asking if you ever wish...
fucking thing.
If you ever wish you like...
You ever
did a
wish you
harder
worked
job?
harder?
I'm fucking flabbergasted right now.
He's like so mad. You ever been so mad that you're like, not mad, you're like, I'm processing it. You can tell he's like kind of laughing. He's like, but he's like wants to explode. He wants to say, my job, a harder job. I lay the damn concrete. That's as blue collar as it gets. He's like offended, you know, because he's proud. He's like, I'm a proud blue collar man. I don't know what she had to do to make up for that, but that's just a terrible trend. A terrible trend. Don't do that to your blue collar man over there. All right. We're going to skip a couple of these because I like I said, I had way more than I had. I wanted to show this one because it's really quick. So Will Smith, I didn't bring this up one time because it didn't make the cut, but basically Will Smith's going back into rapping now. So he's like rapping or whatever, and it's like really bad, right? And then so he posted a video and it looked like a real crowd, like everything was cool. And Will Smith, and he's doing a live event and the place is packed. It's like a sold out show and everybody's having a good time, right? And I couldn't find the original one because I found this new one. And people were like, hey, I think Will Smith he put AI in his crowd to make it look like it's sold out. Because then you zoom in and you could see, like, you know, people's faces are a little off. There might be an extra finger or two. You're like, hey, but it's a video. It's not a photo, right? Like, it's a video AI. And so they're like, hey, I think he's doing AI, right? So then Will Smith, he posted this video in response to that. And he said, no, I don't think so. It's real. Let me show you this. Totally real. It's real. He can't. How can he make that up? All those cats in the.
I was like,
this is his official post. This is Will Smith registered, and he said crowd was popping tonight. They're all cats. They're all cats.
That's awesome.
That's the old. I think the first one, he was like, let's see if we get away with it. Because they were normal humans, right? And then when everybody's like, oh, he's using AI. He's like, no, I ain't. Look. That's the way. That's the way you get your get back there. That's pretty good. Good job, Will Smith. Of course they're real. How would you make that up? All right. This absolutely insane man is asking crazy questions. I don't know what I would do. If somebody walked up to me asking this crazy stuff, this is just one of the questions he was asking. I can't show every single one, even though this one's a little too spicy too, but let's take a look at what he was asking this random grocery customer.
Question. If I were to hold your mom hostage, would you suck my cock to save her life?
I'd probably blow your brains out with my 45 first.
Okay. God damn.
Get out!
That's ridiculous.
That's too much.
That's too much. There's like a little prank like, you know, if I spilled cheese all over the floor and you slipped, what would you do about it? You know what I mean? Like,
or I think about as spicy as you can get is that guy who goes around and he makes people say funny things.
Oh, yeah, I see so many of those where he's like, come in my butt, please. Come in my butt.
But my income.
Yeah.
But my income.
But my income, please. And they're so ridiculous. I don't think they're. At first, I was like, "Oh, it's real," but
some of them I think
some are so ridiculous. Now I'm gonna search it up because I don't think we've played in it. Come in my butt, please. I don't know if I really want to search it like this.
But my income.
But
that's how he gets them to say it.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't know if I should search that. But my income prank. Okay.
Probably not.
Not that. Let's just get a random one. See, some of these are just so ridiculous. This one's there's no way he made this guy do this. There's no way he made this guy do this. Take a look.
Ass. Come in my ass.
Alrighty, man. Ready for your brain teaser, yo?
I am.
Go ahead and say a sentence. As my income.
As my income.
Perfect, yo. All right, man. All right.
He's already
Tell
thinking
you what,
about
yo,
it.
go ahead and say that one more time.
As my income.
As
All right,
my
man,
income.
Have you ever heard of Pilates?
I have. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah.
What moves do you know? Like what Pilates moves do you know?
I don't really know any moves. I'm just familiar. I've heard.
He's like,
I've heard of it. I've heard
Okay,
of it.
well,
Yeah.
the last Burger King employee that I showed a Pilates move, they definitely learned something new. And looks like you're gonna be next. How's that sound, yo?
I'm down.
All right. I'll tell you what, yo. Go on and get on
He's
one knee for me
down.
like this.
Okay.
Perfect, yo. And actually, man, grab that chair for me real quick.
Yeah, grab the chair. Make it easy.
Grab it. Like,
Yeah,
grab it.
Bring it to you.
Grab it near you. Like,
Is
bring
that
it to you.
sealed to the concrete?
It's bolted? Okay, well, I'll tell you what, man. Go ahead
He
and
tried,
sit
though.
on that chair for me. Yep, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do here in a second. Alrighty, sir. Wow, look directly towards the camera, yo. Perfect, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how you got yourself in that position, but what you're going to do is you're going to try to say the sentence backwards to your best ability. Do you think you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead and give it a go.
Come in my ass.
Got him.
That's about as spicy as you can go, I think.
Got him. There's one where it was like real. The guy was real upset. He has a couple. There's one. There's as my income, and there's another one. There was one he used to do. I feel like maybe he was like, bro, this one's too obvious. Now I want to find it because I'm here. Oh wait, hang on. I got to be like on his page. I'm not like on his page. Mr. Jackson is his name. Mr. Jackson vids with his 60,000. Oh, here it is.
Dog my ass out. I really don't find this funny.
Man, I'm sorry, I can't even take you serious.
His laugh is so genuine.
Why not, sir?
Why'd you have me say dog my ass out?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Why'd you say it?
Told me to say it in reverse, so I did.
As my out dog.
Once in the 7 years I've been teaching, I've had bullshit like this.
He
What
tried
does
to
that
make
have
him
to
feel
do with
bad.
anything, but okay. All right.
Yeah. Out as my dog. Out as my dog was the other one. I'd get it if it was just the teaser. If it was just like, say this and then reverse it, and then he'd go, oh, dog my asshole. But then he makes them do like some weird ass, like, oh, get on the floor on all fours and then like do a downward dog as you got your ass sticking out. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. That's a bit
funnier
much.
that they're in some kind of position.
That's what I'm saying. How does he do that? That is the ridiculous part. Because look, if you look at his
people he
page,
picks, though.
they're all in some weird ass position. You're saying because they all look a little special. They all look a little. How do you say?
That guy's got a green mohawk.
Como
Come
se
on, yeah,
dice?
he's not shy about.
Yeah. Look at him. This is ridiculous. And look at how many people he gets. This is crazy. And they all get like 1 million views. 8 million, 2 million. But what was so funny was I saw parodies of it. Because it's like so ridiculous that it's like I was seeing people doing like it as a joke. And I was like, I want to do that. And it's like just saying something ridiculous like I'm trying to even think of just something absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to give it up. I might just do it for real, and then you'll see it on my page. I'm just like, what? So yeah, that's how it goes though. Real life pranks are just, it's hit or miss. I'll tell you one that I had an idea for. I'm not willing to do myself because I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get shot, but I really want to see someone do this. Imagine you go to like the deepest hoods, right? Maybe Chicago because they're so tough, right? And you go to the hood and then you start doing jutsus, right? You're like doing hand signs as you're walking by these gangsters. So you're doing jutsus and they're like, hey. Like, what are you rolling? What are you rolling? You know what I mean? Because they think you're doing gang signs.
Right.
So you just walk up to them and start doing jutsus. And they would start freaking out because they would think you're like rolling up some gang signs, and they might shoot you. But I'd be like, "It's a prank." Like, no, you're getting stabbed.
As soon as you see the 9 come out, then you gotta.
They're like, "Oh, this guy's."
You got to do a substitution juice.
Yeah.
To get the hell out of there.
So maybe somebody else take that idea, go to Chicago.
None of you guys.
Not you guys, but tell somebody else to do that.
I was going to say, tell your friends to do that, but
Yeah.
don't tell your friends to do it either. Tell your enemies that they would get lots of views.
They probably would get lots of views, but might die. But isn't that what they say? Do it for the views. Do it for the views.
Yeah.
You might die, and that's okay. All right. Like I said, this is a long show. I know normally at midnight I want to cut it. I'm going to go a little bit long. I'll do the quickest version of this next section because it was a whole section, but honestly, I think I am personally the only person that cares about it, even though I feel like it's good for clipping, especially if we clip it like really soon. I'm just going to show Jason this. I wish I could do it at twice the speed, but I don't think I can in this thing. But Apple just had their big announcement. Remember, we're waiting for like, oh, they'll announce their.
Oh, this is official. Man.
Yeah, this is official. This just happened today. Breaking news. Check this out here.
Welcome to Apple Park.
It's everything they announced
AirPods
in less
Pro
than 7
3
minutes.
Deliver a breathtaking spatial listening experience. We designed a custom multi-port
These are the
acoustic
newest
architecture,
AirPods.
which
AirPod Pro
precisely
3.
controls the airflow that carries sound into the ear. This transforms the bass response. It widens the soundstage so you hear every instrument and brings vocals into stunning focus across music, shows, and calls.
Wow.
And it gets even better with phenomenal active noise cancellation, ultra-low noise microphones, and advanced computational audio, combined with new foam-infused ear tips for even greater noise isolation. This significantly improves performance, delivering twice the ANC compared to the previous generation.
And honestly, I have the Pros too.
Already amazing.
And
Live
like she said, it's already amazing.
Powered by Apple
How does it get better?
Intelligence.
This is what I was waiting
when you
for.
are together with someone
Live
who speaks a
translations.
different language, like exploring a market abroad, AirPods Pro
You're out
will
in
help
Mexico.
you understand them in your
Shopping.
preferred language. Using a new simple gesture, live translation begins.
Double click.
Translating Spanish. While ANC lowers the volume of the person speaking, so it's easier to focus on the translation.
Hola, bienvenida. Hi. Hoy todos los claveles.
Hello, welcome. Today, all the red carnations are 50% off. They will still be available for $249. You can
They're like,
pre-order
they're
them
still
today,
expensive.
And they will be available
Just so you know.
I mean,
September
249 is
Introducing
the Pro 2,
Apple
so
Watch
it's like,
Series
wow,
11.
Yeah, now those will be
It's our
cheap.
thinnest and most comfortable watch.
New
and
iWatch.
It's even more durable. It starts with our proprietary ION-X glass, which is the toughest in the industry.
They're
We
like, the
then
watch
apply
looks
a
good,
custom
bro.
Apple-designed ceramic coating that bonds to the glass at an atomic level, making it
Atomic.
significantly harder. So now it's
Real
2
hard.
times more scratch resistant. Series 11 now includes the latest cellular technology,
What?
5G.
5G.
The new 5G
The-
modem
it
and
just
antenna
now got
architecture
5G.
improve performance and provide even more coverage. Plus, it's more power efficient using less battery for cellular.
We've developed a groundbreaking feature that can alert you to possible hypertension.
Hypertension?
Just by wearing your Apple Watch.
Doesn't
Using
it already
data
do
from the
that?
optical
You're gonna
heart
die.
sensor, the algorithm looks for chronic high blood pressure by analyzing how your blood vessels respond
I
to
think it
beats
does
of the heart.
EKG now.
The algorithm works in the background, reviewing data over 30-day periods, and will notify you if it identifies patterns of hypertension.
We are delighted to introduce Apple Watch SE3. First,
Oh, a new
it gets
cheap
our
one?
most
Cheap one's good.
powerful
I
Apple
liked
Watch
my
chip,
SE.
S10,
I upgraded
which
to the 8
enables
because somebody
even
gave
more
it to me.
features.
I think I like the
It
SE
brings
better.
an always-on display to SE
Personally.
for the first time. Now, you can read the time and see the watch face without waking the display. With S10, SE also supports gestures like double tap and
I
wrist
like the
flick,
jujsters.
so you can easily control
It's
your
like
watch
jutsus. Yeah,
with
beep, beep,
just
beep.
one hand.
One
Whether
hand
you're checking
jutsus.
your pace in the sun or depth underwater, readability is crucial. So Ultra 3 gets a new display that uses our most advanced technology with wide-angle OLEDs and LTPO3. The display is now brighter when viewed at an angle, and thinner
I ain't
borders
never gonna be
allow
able
us
to get the
grow
Ultra. That
screen
thing's
area
like real
without changing the case
expensive.
size. The result is the
$800.
largest
Yeah,
display
it's like 800
ever
bucks.
in an Apple
It's
Watch.
another phone.
It can also
like,
refresh
what's the
more
point,
frequently
bro?
Kinda
in
is
always-on
another
mode
Yeah.
without affecting battery
That's the
life,
problem. Maybe
which
if it was
means you can now
just
see taking
that was
seconds
it.
in
Like you
watch
didn't get a
faces,
phone, you're like, bro, I'm
including
just
a
getting
new
the
face,
Ultra.
Waypoint.
Because it has
that
cellular.
dynamically shows points of
You can
interest
take and
in
receive phone
relation to
calls.
you,
Yeah, and connect to
athletes,
Bluetooth. You
the
could
workout app makes
access
it faster
Spotify.
to
You could
customize views
connect
and
to
use
your
workout
headphones.
You could do technically everything
generative
with
voice
it.
with
Yeah.
Apple
So,
Intelligence.
that
It
actually
delivers
might be a
you
good play.
personalized feedback.
Yeah, you're
to
not
motivate
YouTubing.
you during your workout. Apple Watch SE 3 starts at just $249.
That's a good deal.
Apple Watch Series 11 starts at $399.
Not too bad.
And Apple Watch Ultra 3
Ridiculous.
starts at $799. You can pre-order all the new models today.
That's a whole
and they will be
computer
available
too. Like
starting
we say
September
phone, but like
19th.
That's
the
beyond.
Mac Mini only costs
has a
$600.
beautiful, more durable design and comes in 5 gorgeous
Here's the new
colors.
iPhone.
Lavender, mist blue,
17.
black, white, and sage. The
Black.
new design has a larger 6.3-inch display.
They're
with
like, it
thinner
looks
borders,
exactly like
so
last
you can
year's.
see more and do more.
Little bigger of a
And the
screen.
display of iPhone 17 features Pro Motion, just like our Pro models.
120
with
hertz.
an adaptive
Yeah, this is
refresh
what I
rate
was
up to
pretty
120
excited about.
hertz, designed to dynamically respond to your content for a smooth and power-efficient experience. When you're not using your iPhone, the always-on display efficiently adjusts down to 1 hertz.
1 hertz.
And
It's
the
like
lock screen is even
almost
more
static.
useful with live activities and widgets. When outside, iPhone 17 is more readable with 3,000 nits peak outdoor
you
brightness.
guys don't understand.
Our
3,000
highest
nits
ever
is
on
really
iPhone.
bright. They're like,
We
nits,
are
who cares?
thrilled
That's like
it's
unhealthy
bright.
As
bright.
possibly can iPhone Air.
Oh, here's the new iPhone 2.
5.6
iPhone
millimeters,
Air.
It's the thinnest
so
iPhone
thin.
we've ever made.
Wow.
And it's also exceptionally light.
Why?
It's unlike anything you've ever held before, and it's
I feel like
packed
this
with
is-
our
I'm
most
sure they're
advanced
gonna say why.
features. The gorgeous 6.5-inch display is our best, featuring Pro Motion up to 120 hertz, always on,
Yeah.
and 3,000 nits of
So it's
peak
just like the
brightness.
other one.
And it's protected by the
You
new
see how
ceramic
they
shield
still
too,
have kind of a
with
camera
improved
bump on this one. I
anti-reflection
feel like
and 3
now
times better
Yeah.
scratch resistance
top
than our
heavy.
previous ceramic
Yeah, now
shield.
it's going.
We're
You're
also
gonna drop
bringing
that.
ceramic shield to the back of iPhone
Which is
for
why
the
they
very
have
first time.
Yeah.
ceramic
It's
shield. the
4
whole thing.
times more resistant to cracks than our previous back glass.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what about the camera?
It also protects the new plateau that now houses major internal components at the top of iPhone.
The iPhone 17 Pro design is more than
Time
just
for
a
the
fresh,
Pro.
bold new look.
I was really
It also
hoping about
delivers
this
a
one,
dramatic
even though I
leap
know
in
it's going to be too
performance
expensive.
That makes this the most powerful
Look
iPhone
at
ever,
it.
by far.
Ooh, an orange too.
And it starts with an entirely new approach to thermal management, which is critical to system performance.
Oh, thermal
We
management.
meticulously manage power and surface temperature to make sure iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max always deliver exceptional performance while remaining comfortable to hold. At the heart of the new thermal management system is an Apple-designed vapor chamber.
A vapor
Deionized
chamber?
water is sealed inside the vapor chamber, which is laser welded into the aluminum chassis.
What
This
the
efficiently moves heat
heck?
away from the components, allowing for higher sustained performance. All the new models will start with 256
There we go.
gigabytes
That's
of
what I
storage,
like to hear.
giving you more room for your photos, videos, apps, and memories.
Starting at 256.
iPhone 17
Here we
starts
go.
at $799.
Oh,
keeping
baby.
the same great price. iPhone Air starts at $999.
Damn.
And iPhone 17 Pro starts at $1099. The same
That's
great
the same
price as
it's
last
been,
year's
yeah.
256 gigabyte iPhone 16 Pro.
To slap
And
it
for
as
the
a
first
one-time
time,
payment
a
would be
2 terabyte
ridiculous, but you know,
configuration
over the
is
course of 2
available on
years,
iPhone
$50 a
17 Pro
month.
Max.
It's not ridiculous, but so those were the announcements from Apple. Obviously, everybody was waiting for the phones. Nobody really cares about the watch and stuff, but yeah, the phones have finally been announced, and so now hopefully, I don't know. I really got to see the true, you know, once they get the reviewers getting it in their hands, they look at the comparisons to this year's and last year's, because this is where you could get a really good deal by just getting last year's Pro model. You know, last year's really good model.
Right.
Because now everybody wants the new one, and it's like, oh,
You
but
notice they didn't even make a mention of the chip, all the things that they normally are like. We're doing a new chip.
Yeah, so they
did do a new
they
chip.
did a new chip, and they were. I watched other things that were talking about the camera sensors, because I remember me and you were talking about it, and basically like utilizing, they call it a fusion camera system, and so even though like the regular the 17 only has the 2 cameras, right, it does it in multiple ways where you're like, you'll take a picture or record video, and you could be like, oh man, I wish I would have done the wide angle, or I wish I would have done the telescope, or whatever, and you could just change it after the fact.
Yeah,
because it just utilizes the cameras, all of them, at the same time without like somehow without making it like 4 times the data, which
that's what I'm curious.
I don't know how.
Like, how do they?
You think it probably takes it as like, what's the craziest lens, right? All right, take it like that. And then like the wide angle probably, right? And then it's like, well, they want less. Oh, they want zoom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Basically AI recreate the...
They're just like, but it's like, use the craziest one. So that, I'm looking forward to the cameras. And honestly, it's not even like the cameras, because at this point, if anybody's took a photo with an iPhone, I don't know, in the last, 10 years or something, it's always been like, wow, it's the night mode,
It has the same one as the last model, 48 megapixel.
But now
However,
they're all 48. Yeah.
I was going to say, but now both the other cameras are 48 megapixel as well as the front, I believe.
Yeah, and so they said that, obviously the sensor's bigger and it does more. And the thing about with the sensor being bigger and the cameras being updated, it's not that like when you're in the daytime, anybody taking a daytime photo, it's going to look amazing now, last year, 2 years, 3. I have an SE. The old budget phone from 2020, mine still looks great in the daytime. It's nighttime photos. And as somebody that does a lot of gigs at dark bars, that's what I'm looking for, is being able to take really dark images. And because like my Sony cam does a good job, but look at the sensor. It's like, it's half the size of a phone. It makes sense that that would take better night mode or dark mode photos and videos than my iPhone. So that's what I'm looking forward to, because I want to be able to do a one-stop solution. I use my phone for everything, like photos, videos, video shoots, commercial. Like, I just want to use my phone, and I
think that
can't right
using
now.
all 3 lenses at the same time also increases the light exposure?
Maybe that's what it is. It's basically getting like a lot more data and light and everything, so it can like utilize it with the AI, and then it goes, this is how I would configure. Right. Like, it's being smart processing. So that's gonna be really sick. So I can't wait to hear more about that. I forgot to play the nerd time thing. I was supposed to go like, oh, it's nerd time, and then the Apple thing, but I'm rushing through this. I wanted to show Jason this sick mouse. This is what we need.
I was hoping you weren't gonna skip that.
It has
haptics?
Yeah, it has the haptics in there, and it's gun-shaped with the trigger. Would that not be the best mouse ever?
That's pretty sick.
That sounds amazing. I don't know why you'd put the little Lego guy out there. But it's just like, first of all, it seems more ergonomic holding it like this versus like this. So you're like that. You have a trigger. You're playing a gun game. And then it goes, or if you're doing a sniper, it's like poof, poof.
Right.
That's amazing. I don't even play any PC games. I want that.
Recoil. Bro, I would play mouse and keyboard on the Xbox if I had that mouse.
Oh, yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah, that's true. We need to... Somebody send us that for a free review, and we'll do a free review on it. We won't charge you anything. Send us the product.
You gotta send 2, though.
Send 2. Send 2 to be fair. Don't be unfair.
We play different games.
That's true. You'll see how it is in GTA. I'll see how it is in, Call of Duty or something. We'll try it in different stuff.
You do Call of Duty, I'll do survival games.
There you go. He's in Ark, like, slapping a tree, and he's like, ooh, ooh.
That actually hurts my hands.
Yeah, like, ow, that's a lot of force. All right, let's go to the after party and wrap this thing up. Head on over.
It's the after party.
Now, realistically, because we started late, we're only at an hour and 38 minutes for this stream. So honestly, we're actually right on time. It's just later in the day because we started later. I had some technical issues in the beginning. All right, we're going to try to power through these because, yes, I have more than I say 10. I know I say 10, but I have more because we have 2 weeks worth of show to do. All right, this is how you establish a debate, Jason. This is how you can set the tone for a debate.
Are you gay? Are you gay just to establish for the debate?
No, I'm straight. Unlike you, I'm empathetic. I'm able to place myself in other people's shoes and see the world from a perspective and realize
you place yourself in gay people's shoes?
Yeah, and I can
imagine what it would be like to be gay?
No, I imagine what it would be like to be at the receiving end of your fucking
receiving
end.
You empathize with the receiving end, huh?
That sounds like 60% of our conversations as young men.
That's so funny. What are you, gay? I just want to know, are you gay? Yes, that was like all of middle school. It was like, oh, wait, I'm not gay. What are you, gay?
That was all of high school.
What are you,
that
gay?
Was all of college. I remember one of the funniest things ever. I always locked the door, or you did vice versa. Somebody was always locking the door or always not locking the door.
Yeah.
And the other one would always say, what are you, scared of getting R-worded or something?
Yeah. It was a lot spicier back in the day.
Yeah.
It was a lot spicier. Everybody's toned down. You had to have been there.
Nuisance to
you had to have been there.
Unlock the door.
You scared of getting R-worded? They're like, retarded? Are you scared of getting retarded?
Whatever word you want to think of, but like
so
I'm pretty sure some of them are not okay to say.
Yeah, no, you can't. I don't think we can get away with that one.
Essayed.
All right, this dog is devastated. Absolutely devastated. What is he devastated about? Let's see. Oh, no. She messed up and forgot the park was closed.
You messed up.
I forgot.
What the hell is wrong with that dog?
He's just not having it.
Today, so I'm very sorry.
That was the freakiest sounding dog I've ever heard in my life. He's like, why?
I think it's a
why would you
baby.
ever do that? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
This man becomes the richest in the world. Oh,
like
boy. That's what he says.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have some money, please?
Here you go.
Oh my God! $5. I'm the richest nigger in the world. Bam!
Why did he say all that?
What the hell, bro?
He sounds like an announcer. He's like,
Excuse me, sir. Can I have some money, please?
Here you go.
Oh my God!
goodness.
$5. I'm the richest nigger in the world.
When he said $5, he sounded like I don't even know what to call it. Like he sounded like he was about to do a commercial.
That's what I'm saying. He has that commercial tone. $5. Oh, boy. All right. Haters are going to say this is fake, Jason.
We'll see.
Can you believe those freaking haters? I got to make sure I have the sound before I play it here. I know I didn't. Smart me. Haters say it's fake. Haters. You never did a triple backflip turny turn thing?
You never done a horizontal 360 in the air?
That was insane. I mean, just look at the guy. He was obviously put a lot of work into that.
He practiced
1,
that forever.
2, 3, 4. It goes to outer space. It's real, people.
I've seen people do that.
I can do that right now.
No. I can do that without even getting out of my chair.
That's right. Here's your average dad crash out. This is so funny. I think everybody, like even like me now, if I'm like putting together something and it's just not going right, there's just something about getting older, trying to put something together and something not going right. It just causes a crash out in a guy. This is just part of being a man, I think, at some point.
Fucking piss me off, you motherfucking goddamn ear motherfucking taking goddamn fucking piece of goddamn fucking junk. Motherfucker, you're fixing to fuck up here, you motherfucking goddamn cocksucking son of a bitch. You lousy motherfucking piece of goddamn fucking junk.
He's trying to fix the door.
Motherfucker, I'm getting ready to throw you out there in the goddamn pasture, you fucking junk paw motherfucker. Goddamn son of a bitch. Motherfucking goddamn air, fucking goddamn.
The dog is like,
He's like, oh, hell no.
Ooh, this
piece
is
of goddamn fucking junk.
It's just how it be sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes things are just
that doesn't even
effing
have
pieces
anything
of junk.
to do with a dad. That's just
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's a
man
guy
crash out thing. Yeah, it's just like how it is. Let's see. This is a scammer crashing out. Sometimes you can get the scammers too if you're smart. Check this out.
Ma'am, listen to me, please. Listen
okay,
to
so
me, please.
I don't know if you
please,
see it, but I
please,
think
listen to
on the
me.
back of the card it was just saying that you can get cash out of it on the Google store. So I went to the Google store, the play.google.com. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm typing it in there. So I have almost the whole.
Ma'am, listen to me.
I don't know if you're saying anything. I can't.
Yes, I
can't hear you. I think it might be because of the.
shouting.
Let me try to call you back quick.
I'm literally shouting.
Let me try to call you back. Hold on. So I'm gonna.
Wait now.
I think I can get the.
No. Whoa, wait, ma'am, no. You don't have to do that. Ma'am, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Why did you redeem it? Why did you redeem it? Why did you do it? Ma'am, why did you do this? Hello?
Why did you do this? I love the comments where it's like, see this squirrel thing. He gets Thanos dusted. Why? Why did you redeem it? Please, why? My goodness. That's a good troll. Like, you know, because usually they want you to buy a gift card and then send it to them. So he bought the gift card. He's like redeeming himself. He's like, no. I was trying to scam you for that. Please. He was so intense. It sounded like he's gonna lose his life. Like, or something.
Somebody's like, if you don't,
bro, I needed that
$500 gift card, I'm gonna blow you away.
Yeah. My dad said, that guy sounds like me. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, I mean, that's everybody, because even me, it's like, you know, I'm putting together something. It's just like, I'm like, you effing piece of shit. Like, that's just what it is. All right. This is when people, this is so annoying. This is like a pet peeve of mine too, because I know how to do it right, but a lot of people don't. And it's like when you go to tell somebody something, and you tell them to guess, there's a right way to guess. And when they don't guess right, it just ruins it for whatever story you're going to say.
I just learned a surprising fact that I know you'll find interesting. Okay, cool. I love interesting facts. Guess how many islands make up the Philippines? I don't know. How many? Just take a guess. All right, 500 million. 500 million? Yeah, that's just what I'm guessing. I know, but that's a ridiculous answer. Why would you guess a number that high? You said it was a surprising fact. It is, but not 500 million. I mean, how would that many islands even fit on Earth? I don't know. So how many islands make up the Philippines? Doesn't matter now. You ruined it with your ridiculous guess. You told me to guess. Yeah, because I didn't think your guess would be that stupid. Well, I'm sorry. So what's the answer? 7,641.
It's way less surprising.
I know, because you ruined it.
You ruined it.
You ruin everything with your stupid guesses.
So, like, when anybody asks, there's like a way to answer a guess, right? Depending on what they're asking, right? If somebody's like, oh, guess how much money I made from selling all my used video games, right? You want to guess low. You want to get, I don't know, like $20? No, I made 50. Whoa, good. You know what I mean? Whoa. Or guess how long that took me to put together that chair. Like, oh, bro, I don't know, like an hour? Like, no, 10 hours. You know what I mean? Like, you want to guess.
Everybody who sees this today is looking at me, and they're going to notice once it's not live that I'm looking at you, and I'm like, I know how to get you now.
Oh, and I'm like, oh, Jason, guess what?
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, oh, the aliens are here, and they descended down and killed all of India. And I'm like,
we time jumped 100 million years.
Why would you guess that?
No.
That's ridiculous. Now whatever I say is going to just be nothing. I'm like, no, actually there's cookie cutter ice cream in there. Cookie Crisp.
Oh.
Yeah, now it doesn't sound so cool now. You ruined it. Yes. I hate that. That's why I was like, I usually don't ask people to guess, but if I ask them to guess, I feel like I have to guide them to it. Like, you know,
it's not that ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. And then
we are talking about reality here.
Yeah. You want to guess low? You want people to feel good about something, whatever they're doing. Oh, I got a crazy fact. Guess what? What percentage of people do you think can do 50 push-ups?
Well, now I can use this for good or evil. I could say 1%.
1%. Well, that would That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. You know what? You're a piece of shit. It is 1%.
Is it?
It is. I saw a statistic that said if you can do 50 push-ups, that's more than 99% of people could do. That's just funny. So now you can't get like, whoa, surprise. You're supposed to, in that instance, you're supposed to guess high. Like, I don't know, at least 50%. No, only 1%. But because you guess 1%, you're a piece of shit. That's just how it is. Do you see?
It comes natural to me.
Do you see? That's how guessing works. All right. It says, let me crash out. Oh, this is so funny. I'm going to crash out just for a second here. Sad but true if Lars was a good drummer. And look at how good this drummer is. He's so good. All that double bass. Wow, he's adding a lot more double bass than Lars would have. He's so good. Wow. This guy has skills. What else can this guy do? Blast beats? If only Lars was that good.
Yeah, I think...
Wow!
Being good at drums is not necessarily how many beats you can make.
All right, it's time to crash out here. I am absolutely... I obviously only hear it from Garrett, but it's out there in the community with drummers. I'm just going to put my foot down. It's going to be generic, and everybody's going to be like, bro, you can't generic. I can't stand drummers. Any of them. All of them. They're all the same. They're all the same people. Drummers, everyone I've ever met, except for one guy. His name's Chance. He's the drummer of Natural Graffiti. He's a cool, chill dude that is not egotistical at all. All the other drummers that I've ever met, they're always like, oh, you know, it's all about... They're all like that. Because they all think like, oh, technicals, if I do a... It's not just Garrett. You think it's just Garrett. It's not. It's every... And I've been around the local scene a lot. All drummers are like that. They're all egotistical pricks. They're just like frontmen. And so, like, there's a lot of Lars hate because they're like, oh, and Garrett said this the other day. And I see this in videos as I'm scrolling because they'll send them to me and then I go, oh, whatever. And it's like, Lars is overrated. Oh, he's not a good drummer. And I'm like, Lars, I crashed out on Garrett the other day. He's like, Lars is overrated. I was like, Lars isn't overrated. Overrated means people think, wow, he's so good. He's so technically good, blah, blah, blah. I've never, ever in my life heard somebody go, oh, Lars is one of the best drummers in the world. Wow, Lars is so technically good. No one's ever said that. You would have to be able, a lot of people to say that and then go, that's not true. That makes somebody overrated. I think Lars is either rated or underrated, honestly, because everybody hates on him. By everybody, I mean drummers. Because anybody that's not a drummer, they go, oh, he does a fine job.
Right.
He does just fine. He plays some music.
Look, the beat matched the song.
He just plays the damn music. He just plays the part. He does what a drummer does. He sits in the damn back of the bus and he just plays the damn part. He doesn't stick out. He doesn't try to do nothing crazy. He just plays his part. And so I'm sick of the damn Lars hate. I'm not going to stand for it no more. And so I told Garrett, I was like, I'm telling you, Lars, take any point in time. 1982, 2001, 2025. At any point, take Lars. He's better than you. Better than you. Old man Lars, baby Lars. Better than you. You cannot hate on somebody that's better than you. And he's like, Lars fucking sucks. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. He's all right. Like, is he the most technical guy in the world? No. But to me, that's not what makes a drummer good. Can they just play the damn part? That's what makes a drummer. Yeah. Nobody says AC/DC. Oh, man, that guy's not good. Why? Because he just plays the damn part? He's good at playing the part. That's what a drummer should be doing.
Keeping the beat.
Because he's not Neil Peart, because he's not Travis Barker, because he's not what it was like. Some people, they do that because that's what their part requires. Right. Some parts don't require that stuff. And I'm just so sick of the Lars hate. So I think from now on, if anybody is in my vicinity tries throwing some Lars hate at me, I'm just going to completely crash out. I'm just going to be like, oh, really? Let me see you play that. Because you play Disposable. You know what? Go ahead and play Disposable Heroes right now. It's 6/4 time at 220 beats per minute. And I don't want to see you fuck up once. Because I've seen Lars play it. I've seen Metallica play 6 times. I'm sorry, Lars is actually good. I don't know what I just don't understand. I don't understand. I can't stand drummers. Drummers, do better. Do better and stop hating on Lars. Right, baby Lars? Where is he? See, you made baby Lars fall. This upsets him. You're okay. You're okay. You'll be okay. F you, drummers. Fucking drummers. All right. And now I have this section called These Poor... And it was like, I got the first video and I was trying to title. I was like, man, these poor kids. And then it's like, the next video was like, oh, these poor old people. And so there's a bunch of poor... Like, not poor as in like monetary, just like, I feel bad for them. This first one is actually a little sad. It was supposed to be like, oh, this is crazy. But honestly, when I watched it, I felt bad for these kids. So they're at a I think it's a CVS, actually. And they're stealing. And the employees lock the door and they won't let them leave.
Open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this up. I'm cold. 10. Open this fucking door. Oh, come on, mom. Come on, mom. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Show 4 out of that. That do that. You can open the door.
Oh, man. So they're trying to walk out with like bags of stuff they stole. And so the employees just went and they locked it. And they're like, we're not letting you out.
Before we break this bitch. Break it. Go ahead. I'm gonna break some up in this bitch. On God, I'm gonna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that fight with y'all. Do not play with it. You do not like that, but you can't open the door. Do not play with it. Open the door, shit.
Like at first it was like, you know, and you look at the comments and it's just like, oh, this is crazy. This is whatever. And I'm like, I just feel bad because I'm like, clearly this is learned behavior. They didn't just wake up one day and like, I'm going to go steal. I bet you their mom was like, and I say mom because there's probably no dad figure in their life. I'm not trying to be racist. Just clearly there's issues at home here, okay? And then she was like, hey, I'm going to need you to go get some of that stuff. And then don't let them stop you. Like, you just walk right out of there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a difference between like stealing and putting it and hiding in your coat and then, you know, maybe you don't get caught and you run out. They're like, bags of stuff. We're going to walk out.
Like, oh,
and I'll break this door if you don't let me out.
They can't touch you.
Yeah.
They can't touch you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is clearly learned behavior. Like, they've been programmed to do this. And I just think that's just so sad, bro. I guess that was in Dallas, Texas.
And then, you know, it's crazy. They're going to grow up. And then when they can be touched, they're going to think that this shit's okay. And they're going to get their ass beat by some cop, thrown in jail. And they're going to be like, look what happens to me.
The police beat me. And all I did was put a bag of goods.
You've been disrespecting people since you were 4. You know, you got a lot of haters, dude.
So sad. All right. Now, on a more positive note, these poor old people.
Marie.
Senior living human slot machine.
2 bananas. All right. And again. 3 apples.
Oh, wow. Yay. Yay. Human. They're so old. It's so bad. Go visit your grandmas, people. They're still here.
Yeah, so 3 people don't have to do it for you.
My goodness. This poor fish. I feel so bad for this fish. He's like, kill me.
The guy's like, would you chill?
That fish just wanted to die. He's like, bro, I'm not going to wait for you to fish. I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
I don't know. He seems to be struggling pretty hard.
I think because he can't breathe.
Did this guy really just take a picture? Like, I caught this.
Look at what I did. That's fish is like, thank you.
You know, it's crazy. The fish was beating himself to death on the boat.
Yeah,
he was bleeding.
Yeah, it looked like he was messed up. Maybe that's why. Maybe he got messed up in the water. Some other fish was picking on him. He's like, bro, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'd rather get a human eat me than one of my fish folk.
I don't think they know that we eat them.
You don't think so?
Who tells them?
The other fish.
The ones that got out of the water and got eaten?
Yeah, because they're like, bro, they don't come back. You go out of the water, you go bye-bye.
Yeah, you go bye-bye, but I don't think they know we're eating.
They assume. It's just like when we assume that humans or aliens abduct us, they're like, oh, they're probably SAing us. We just assume it. And they're like, no, we take them out to dinner and then we bring them back and we flush your memories. Why would we SA you? Why would we do that? We're
You
aliens.
said yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
they're like, oh yeah, you want to join me on this space?
You don't
thing
remember?
that's really
Because
super
we wiped
cool?
your memory. That's why. But yeah, no, we took you for a dinner, and then we took you around the galaxy, and then we brought you home. But we have to wipe your memory because they would like freak you out. But no, yeah, we didn't essay. That's crazy. But see, if you don't know because you don't come back, we just assume.
Movie, we
Yeah. So that's what the fish assume. They're like, they're essaying. The fish are like, they're probably essaying them. This poor bird, my goodness. Let's see this one. A bird after his nest was destroyed by some firemen. He comes back to see his kids. Oh no.
Except
look at this bird. He's like,
those who
I'm
do
gonna
not
destroy
know pain
everything.
will never understand true peace. This world shall know pain.
That's crazy.
That was intense.
He's like,
I wonder what he was actually doing. He was probably like, what the fuck?
yeah, it looks like kind of like a what the fuck, but it also looks like I will burn everything. If I could have fingers, I would burn everything to the ground.
He's like, I'm gonna wait here for the guy who did that. I'm gonna poop in his mouth.
He's getting pooped in. This poor dog. He's so hungry.
He acts like he ain't never ate before. Some breeds just do that. It's kind of like, what the hell's wrong with him?
Look at this thing. I mean, he is
Usually
like
not like that, though.
he can't wait for it to come out of the tub. He's like, go, 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 go. I'm Coco for Cocoa Pops.
He looks like a hungry hippo.
Looks like he's stabbing it with his mouth like a chicken.
He might be brain damaged.
You're calling that dog retarded?
Drain damage.
This poor crocodile. This poor boy here. I mean, it's his fault, but... The girl's like, damn, what just happened? It's crazy because, like, the gorilla is, like, so slow with it, too. Like, he's like...
I thought this was AI when I saw it, because, like, how did he not squish... how do you hit something so hard in the top of the head and not squish what's in its mouth?
Yeah, I think it was his reflex to be like, ah! Like, you know,
I don't think no matter how much your reflexes said go, your top goes up when you get hit with that amount of force. I mean, he did whack him at an angle.
He whacked. It looks like it did chomp down, but see, look, it's like because his head was barely sticking out. Boink. So it just like it's like the gorilla whacked him at the perfect angle to get him out.
It's crazy that he would know that angle in the first place. But
yeah,
have you ever? This sounds bad, but have you ever been forced to hit an animal?
I don't think so. Forced to
You've
hit an
never
animal?
been attacked. I have been attacked by a dog before, and I had to punch it.
Never in my life.
Yeah, I have had that happen. And when you punch a dog, it barely reacts. Like, yeah, it gets hit with the force of what you hit it with, and like it moves that amount.
Yeah.
But like, you see all these videos of like people hitting another person, and they're like ding, like out like a light.
Yeah.
Dogs don't like go out like a light,
Yeah.
and I have to imagine neither do crocodiles. But he hit that crocodile with so much force that he actually went silly.
Yeah, he got a little loopy for a second. He's like, bro, what the hell did you just hit me with? He's like, log. It's a fucking log,
This
bro.
whole ass tree.
Yeah, he's like, oh, and I just love how slow, like, it's like, you know, normally you would sense your kid's in danger or whatever. You'd be like, oh, that gorilla was not phased at all. He was like,
aiming.
Donk. Like, you know,
He did hit it
Yeah.
with everything, though. You could tell he was like not holding nothing back.
He's like, I'm probably only getting one of these in. This poor biker. That's the last one I have of this poor series. Feel bad for these people. Look at this bike. He's going. He gets up to 130 miles an hour.
These cars, and it is not only dangerous to those other
This
drivers.
nigga's
but
going
certainly
120,
dangerous to
bro.
this motorcyclist.
130.
The drivers don't know that it's coming up so fast. You can
Look at
see,
how fast he's going.
Bro, one wrong move and he's flying off that
motorcyclist,
shit, man.
appearing to kind of stand up there on the motorcycle there for a second. But, oh my gosh. We have just seen...
Like, hang on a second.
But, oh my gosh.
See,
They did not expect that to happen live on TV. They were like,
what
"Oh,
did
he's."
what did they expect to happen? That's what I want to know. Can you pause it? I want to see how much like air. Dude, do you think he's dead already?
I would think instantly. You think like because of the head damage, like the brain going whop.
But oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's nuts. But then again, don't go 130 miles an hour down the street.
Any street.
Any street.
You don't need to be going 130 miles an hour on anything on two wheels. Let's be honest. Like, I get it. There's a whole group of people who are like, this is really awesome, and you can't take that away from me. Good for you.
Look at how fast I go.
But,
yeah.
First of all, never on an actual street.
Yeah. I mean, he was trying to escape the police. So he was like, I got to go fast to get away from them. But I've seen a bunch of videos where it's just, and I drove on the freeway and there's always motorcycles going, it's like, you would think I'm on a fragile machine that if I clip anything, I'm going, you know, it's like, I should be more careful than the cars.
Yeah.
But they don't, bro. I feel like once a week there's some motorcycle where I just go, man. As much as I said F drummers, F motorcycle, like, I don't know. It's just, I see most of them. It's like they have a complete disregard for they're like, if I'm on the road, I am in charge of the road and you need to be circling around me,
like,
aware of me.
I am so skilled at this.
Yeah.
That no matter what comes in front, I can react to it.
Yeah.
Not at 120, you can't.
No, bro. So that guy went bye-bye. This is a world record. A world record. You would think, you know, somebody woke up that day and they were like, you know what? I think I can break this world record. And she did. 100-meter Lego barefoot run in the quickest time. Look at her go. It's like not phasing her.
She almost, yeah, except for her balance.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just hard to walk on them.
Yeah, yeah, I would imagine so. That would be the worst part.
Yeah.
Because whatever ones are still stuck on your feet.
Then you get the, yeah.
Yeah, somebody needs to say to her, do you ever wish that you had like a more blue-collar job?
You ever wished you stepped on more Legos? Fastest 100-meter barefoot Lego on Lego bricks, 24.75 seconds.
Good for you.
I feel like we could break that, Jason. I just don't want to. I feel like I could break it. I just don't want to break it. You know what I mean? 24 seconds? 100 meters?
How would you go faster, though? I mean, like, that's the hard part.
I would just be faster, but the problem is the pain. But then I'm also thinking, you know, like when you're faster, your contact is quicker, right? You know what I mean? Like you're...
Yeah, but you're really... If you're running properly, you're really digging in.
Mm.
Like, you are really digging in.
Yeah.
Like,
so you think I'm actually getting more.
Yeah,
more
you're gonna
pain.
be like, if you're pushing through those Legos to make contact with
I got an idea. We callous our feet by like setting them afire. No, I'm saying like purposely. Yeah, like mess them up. Like we take sandpaper and we like we make our feet messed up so they feel nothing.
Hey, why don't you try it first?
Yeah.
And then if it works.
You ever wanted to be in the Guinness World Book of Records?
Not for Lego feet.
Yeah, for something. But it just feels like that one's easy. That's why I saw that and I was like, this is all it takes?
You sound like Peter. Like, oh, I ate the world's largest amount of nickels.
Yeah, that's it.
No problem.
What do we got to do? It's nothing.
I would rather eat pennies.
And then this one's real sweet. And I was like, oh, this is so nice. We're towards the end. It starts getting positive at the end here. This is a voicemail from a lady whose grandma called her because she went to the casino and won money. Check this out.
This is Grandma Judy. I just called to see if you would need $1,000 I made today at the casino. And I called your mom and she said, no, she didn't need it. And I said, well, how about you? And she said, well, I don't know. And I said, well, I'm going to call her and see if you need it, and because Grandpa and I don't need it. So give me a call when you get home, honey. Love you and miss you guys already. Bye-bye.
That's so freaking sweet. She's like, bro, we don't need it.
Split right down the middle where I'm like, a part of me is like, oh, that's so nice.
So
and the other part of me is like, man, fuck you for having it that easy.
They're old as hell. That's the thing. It's like the old people, if they did it right, by the time you get like really old, you should be like, all right, bro, we're on chill mode now.
About
the mom.
Whoever this is receiving this email.
Oh, that'd be so nice, yeah. But all our grandparents are dead, I think. Is your grandpa still alive?
No.
Oh.
Wait. No.
No. See, we won't get these calls, but I would have been like, Grandma.
My grandpa wasn't a.
Thank you so
wasn't
much.
a gambler anyway. But like, if he
yeah,
was,
neither was.
Like, if he was,
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't be like, you know what?
You need it? I think the craziest part is the fact that she called her mom first, and she was like, "Hey, do you need this, Susie?" And Susie's like, "No, I don't need it." And Grandma was like, "Well, maybe Jenny needs it." And she's like, "I don't know, I'll call her. Jenny, you need it?" And all the comments are so sweet. They're like, and honestly, this made the most sense. They were like, you should use the money to take Grandma somewhere. Use the money to go on a vacation with Grandma. You know, use the money to do something with Grandma.
Be like, yeah, I'll take that, and then buy her something with it.
Like, yeah, you know what? How about this, Grandma? Let me get the money. And then you get the money. And you'll be like, all right, Grandma, I bought us 2 tickets. We're going to Miami. We're going to spend the whole day at the beach. And we got a nice hotel. You know what I mean? Like, do something with Grandma. Because if Grandma don't need it, and like in this instance, let's say you don't need it. Obviously, if she needs it, then use it for the needing. But if no one needs it, then spend it on your Grandma. She's still there.
Buy her one of those.
Do something.
Things that like makes your oatmeal or your some shit
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, it's something to make her grandma's life easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that Grandma wouldn't have bought because she's like, I don't want to waste the money, but like, do it for Grandma. So sweet. All right, we're at the very last clip where I do some sort of motivational, inspirational, something positive. I like to end on a positive note here. So this is a guy. Once I saw one video, now I'm getting flooded with videos from the same guy. I guess he's really big about these speeches here. I think his name is Alan Watts, if anybody's heard about this guy, Alan Watts. So this is Alan Watts' speech on becoming unbeatable, and he's going to give us, I think it's 11 principles to make us unbeatable at no matter what our age is. We still got time. Hit it, Alan.
People learn too late in life.
11 things people learn too late in life.
Learn too late in life. 1. The less you say, the more your words will matter. 2. Don't take everything personally. Not everyone thinks about you as much as you do. 3. When you focus on problems, you'll have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. 4. No matter how much it hurts now, someday you will look back and realize your struggle changed your life for the better. 5. You meet people for a reason. Either you need them to change your life, or you're the one that will change theirs. 6. Never be afraid to try something new. Life gets boring when you stay within the limits of what you already know. 7. You will never truly know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory.
That's so sad.
8. Once you begin to take note of the things you are grateful for, you begin to lose sight of the things that you lack. 9. If you do not have control over your mouth, you do not have control over your future. 10. Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. 11. The only person you have to face in the morning is yourself. Be unbeatable.
Be unbeatable. Absolutely fantastic.
You gotta send me that one.
There's so many good principles in here. Yeah, I'm going to throw this link at you here. Let me throw it before I forget to send it to you.
Yep.
Good old Hassan. Man, just so many good ones. I love the one where it's like, and I try to do this all the time where it's like, you never realize how much a moment's going to mean until it becomes a memory. And so there's a lot of times where, especially like with my kids, because it's like, luckily I've been able to think of this for years because I want to be able to look back at my time. And I've been doing this honestly since 2019 with all of my moments. I try to like really absorb them because I don't want to look in 20 years and go, man, why didn't I enjoy that more? So I feel like I really try to live in the moment. Like even when I'm just like laying down with my kids and we're like watching, you know, Dragon Ball Z or something, I'll just look around. Like sometimes I don't even watch the show. I'm just like looking at them and I'm just absorbing the moment. And I'm just like, okay, you know, my son's 9, my son's 11. Look at how small they are. Like, you know, I'm just absorbing that because I know that won't be in 10 years, in 20 years and all that stuff. And so just try to absorb every moment. That was the biggest one I took out of there. But there's so many other ones where it's like, honestly, like I love the one where it's like the one towards the beginning. Not everyone thinks about you as much as you do. That one's tough.
That's honestly one of the most, it might not be the most like grandiose one, but it is one of the most important ones.
For a lot of people with anxiety, because they always go, well, what happens if I look a certain way, or, oh, did I say that weird? Or, you know, like all those things where you're like, you give yourself anxiety because you think other people are thinking of you. And it's like,
these little details.
Bro, they're not noticing you. They don't remember what you said. They don't do. You think of it because you're living it. You're experiencing it.
Not only that, but like those, for people who, I don't know a quicker or better way to say it, but like they think that people are out to get them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, so-and-so did that because they don't like me, or like,
yeah,
that thing that randomly happened was planned out.
Yeah.
In some way or another. It's like, bro, you just gotta,
yeah.
I tell people about the Serenity Prayer all the time, you know, and it's not like, oh, Jason's also highly religious. No, I just take the principles that I need and I practice them here. You know what I mean? Like, I learn them. I just don't, you know, organize them with other people. That's very important, is to realize that people aren't anti you. Yeah. They're pro themselves, and that particular trajectory benefited them more than helping you.
Yeah.
And in that same flip scenario, you probably would have done the same.
Right.
So stop.
Yeah. Somebody thinks like, oh, they did that to get at me. And it's like, no, they probably did it selfishly, not thinking of you, not thinking of the repercussions that would affect you. So it's not purposeful. You just happen to be an after effect or a cause, or, you know, an effect of the decision that was made.
And in that way, you also have like the principles of like winning and losing. Like, you got to be able to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As soon as you can be like, you know, we both woke up with goals in mind. Yours kind of blocked me there. I don't like that, but hey, you won that round.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'll do better next time.
That's right. And then loading it at the end, I like to do a Bible verse. And one of the things I was thinking, or the one that was written on my heart for, was like, when it comes to doing better or doing more, or like he said, like getting outside your comfort zone and all these things. Well, there's a reason why it's comforting. It's like, it's easy, right? And to do anything is a little scary. Doing something new or putting yourself out there in an awkward situation, or like, you know, I was talking to Mario and he was like, you know, he went to go get this girl's number, and there's a longer story about it, but I was like, just do it, Mario. Just like go and like put yourself out there. And like you said, sometimes you fail and then we learn and we move on. But sometimes it's just taking that little bit of courage is all you need to make these moments, to make these things that you thought would never going to happen. Like, remember when I was like, I wasn't scared to ask for a raise for the longest time, but I was just like, I don't know. And then just one day I just had the little bit of courage necessary to go, I do got something to talk about. And just being able to say that was just enough to like allow my mouth to start speaking. So sometimes you just need courage in order to get great things. So this will get you some courage. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Have I not, this is God talking, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. We won't get into the principles now, but one of my philosophies, I think, is like, God, truly, we can't comprehend this being that's like outside of time, space, and material, whatever. I think my philosophy or my thought process on what it is like, God is, I think the Hindis have something like this where it's like, he is in everything, everywhere, all at once. And I think specifically in life, like anything that has life, squirrels, me, you, trees, plants, anything with life, I think that is part of this supernatural being known as God. And so when he says like, I'm always with you, I think that is like true in the deepest sense of, if you have life, you have God, because he is life. So just take heart in that. Like, if I got to go through something hard, I got to do something bad, not bad, I got to do something that I think will be hard and difficult and scary or whatever. Don't be discouraged. You got God on your side. I saw this one video where it's just like this guy, and it was basically the chicken meme where they were all out of chicken, and the one guy goes, well, I'll just have pizza. And this guy was going through all sorts of stuff, and he's like, well, at least I got God. And so that's what it really started making me think. It was like, when I'm going through something hard, I'm like, oh, this sucks. Well, at least I got God. And you all got God too, whether you like him or not, or whether you want him or not. He's there and he exists. So just know he's with you. And if you need him, call upon him, and he'll be there. But that's it for the show tonight. And honestly, it was good time, too. 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's only a little bit late for a double show. Pretty good, I'd say. So thank you guys for joining us. Cheyenne, my dad, of course, all the lurkers, Jason. As always, we're going to see you guys next week. We're out of here. Good day.
I'm sorry, everyone. The show's over, but we thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. We're out of here.
You what?
Good day.
Are you ready?
Wait a minute. That was legitness. Yeah.